Here I am thinking we're going to get the world's first silent stream opening, Mina. And then you come and talk and spoil it. God damn it. A quiet countdown for the first time in 18 months. It's not possible. Mina, welcome to the stream. Good afternoon. I've had a foolish idea, but I think it might be less foolish than trying to rescue the stranded Duna Kerbals with a rocket, because it turns out I can't land anything upright on Duna to save my fucking life. Therefore, that's your fault. Why is it my fault? Welcome to the stream, though. Good afternoon. You've been here all 10 minutes and forgot I was. If I hadn't whistled, typical me ruining my own. God damn it. Mina, welcome to the stream. Have we been follow-botted? There's a lot of shit buckets in that jar. Yes, we have. Welcome to all the streamers with the same name, accounts with the same name. Either you're all a big gang of like-minded fools, or you don't exist. Easy Green, welcome to the stream as well. Mina, I'm blaming you regardless. I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear it. Right, today's plan. I think because I can't jetpack over to the other Kerbals, and I can't land a fucking rocket where the other Kerbals are, and I suck at everything, my plan is to use the science we got from our high pass of Duna and brought back to Kerbin to build a rover. A Duna rover. A rover with enough seats that it can drive over, that it can land somewhere in the area, pick up Mindrite, pick up Koala and Scotty, drive into the bottom of the valley, and then I might do this off stream, but drive all of them, including whoever's driving it, over to Mina, Chaz and Santa, I think, are the ones that landed in the basin nearby. The former drive, not too difficult. The latter drive is going to take hours, but I'm willing to do that off screen. And then, all of the stranded Kerbals on Duna are in one place. So I don't have to do 18 rescue missions, I just have to do one. And if they are all in one place and on a rover, if I can land their rescue vessel that's ready to take off anywhere near, then I can drive the rover to the rescue vessel. That sounds like it makes sense, right? Build a rover, take it to Duna, land it, scoop up all Kerbals imaginable, put them all in one place, land something near them that can carry them all, drive the rover to it, take off, happily ever after. Yeah, I'm not confident either. But it's worth a try. Mindrite, Alkarion, welcome to the stream as well. Good morning to the both of you. We're not building a colony on Duna. We're not calling it Gilligan's Planet. These people are going to be rescued. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Yeah, I hate DoomhausGaming 1, DoomhausGaming 2, DoomhausGaming 3, 4 and 5. Those people should get more creative. True that. We haven't had to go for Doomhausgaming 2 yet, Mina. That's when we get banned. I'm not building an extra solar graveyard. Why has everybody got such little faith in the Doomhaus Space Agency? Ignore what's on screen. Why has everybody got such little faith? Right. Speaking of Mindrite, here he is. Now this is the conundrum. Mindrite is on this planet here. We can't build a snowman, Mina, because there's no fucking... Actually, there is snow, I think. Alright, maybe I'll promise you a snowman, but this is not like the sandwich. Mindrite is stuck here. 6.1 kilometres away is Koala and Scotty. Obviously, Trim tried to make this gap with the jetpack and he went when he hit the fucking surface. Not ideal. Over here, we have Mina, Chaz and Santa on board the Cheesecatcher 10, which landed in the basin, as we'll call it, for lack of a better term, and was planning on hopping upriver. But when they landed in the basin, they went... So now they are stuck there sideways as well and have been for a week or two. What we need to do, more importantly than anything, is build ourselves some sort of vehicle to collect all of them into one place. To do that, I need to potentially spend science on a specific piece that I have been peeping while I was setting up. I'll build you a snowman. No, I didn't promise to build you a snowman. Watch a couple of your Kerbal streams, then you'll understand the lack of faith. Why would I watch that? Right, let me just nip into the Research and Development Centre where you spend your science on unlocking new shite. And where was it? I saw these here. Look at this thing. You see it? This, boys and girls, is the EAS-1 External Command Seat. The EAS-1 External Command Seat provides all the controls needed to fully operate a spacecraft, just like the command pod, but without such needless frivolities as pressurized interiors or seatbelts. It's bare bones, pedal to the metal efficiency at its finest. This thing is a chair that you sellotape to the car so you don't have to get in it. If I was then to get all of this shit, if I was to get a Rover and cover it all with these things, Doomhaus, send them off. So I'm going to unlock that, I think. Bybit, welcome to the stream. I heard it myself. I did, alright then, how about this? At some point, we will go to the North or South Pole of Doona and build a fucking snowman. There you go, Bybit. Write that down, write that contract down. How about that? Where's my snowman, bitch? That's how Toxic Tree would put it. Not today, but at some point in the playthrough. And we get bigger wheels with this as well, look. After years of outcry against the lack of proper powered wheels, a small startup company named Kerbal Motion was founded and delivered just what the public wanted, the Rove Max Model 1 powered Rover wheel. And this is just the body of the Rover. A sturdy housing for a robust probe and battery system, no assembly required, though intended as the body or surface for surface rovers. We've been told by our most daydreaming of engineers that the possibilities are endless. While it has a stability assistance system, the Rovemate lacks reaction wheels, so bring some along. Roger. I'm going to buy that. Good. What's this? Advanced motors. Better wheels. Better wheels, better wheels. We don't want them just yet. What's this as well? Heavy landing. We don't need that, do we? Them landing legs, though. Oh, it's one of them fucking heat shields like on Sunrise or Sunshine or whatever that Cillian Murphy film is. Based on the design of a child's toy, this heat shield uses a set of inflatable rings covered with a thermal blanket to provide a generous 10-metre heat shield. Shit! For re-entry and deceleration and the aerodynamic qualities of an untethered bouncy... Listen to this. This heat shield uses a set of inflatable rings covered with a thermal blanket to provide a generous 10-metre heat shield for re-entry and deceleration and the aerodynamic qualities of an untethered bouncy castle. Do you want to have one of these as well? Because this might help us bring the thing down to the surface. Should we test it? Let's... Fuck it, I'm buying it. I've made an executive decision. Although, should I have gone for advanced motors? We'll find that out. I might actually be golfing tonight, Mina, yeah. Possibly. Potentially. Hopefully. Because we had our takeaway last night, so therefore my plans are free. Right, let me save. And then, it's time to build ourselves a Rover. I'm going to need... Cardi used to do it for us last time. And if Cardi's not here, we shall need somebody to run around on the KSC, and test out our new Rover that we're building. How about that? You're having a P word tonight. You greedy gannet. Right, I guess we go into the airplane hangar and let's test out how you build a Rover. This is apparently the base... That does look like the base for a Rover. Oh, what are these new wheels like? How big are these seats? Yes! What the fuck? Why are they like that? I don't know if this is how these are meant to be used, but that's... We've now got a 6-seater bus. This is the G. The Doombus, as Easy Green calls it. Yes, look at this, though. I don't know whether this is sensible. Yes! And it's got a Doomhaus flag on it already, look. Beautiful. Alright. Does that mean it's got a 6-seater capacity? It has. Excellent. Alright, what else do we need on a Rover? Guess we need our wheels, right? How big are these? Holy shit. Press 1 if these are a bit too big. Jeez, the size of these wheels! Mean assist. I had a feeling you'd say that. To be fair, it won't flip over if we use wheels this fucking size, will it?
EU or I play off tag wheel EN.
Trim, welcome to the stream. Imagine playing on it though. Grow house. Look at this fucking shit. We're making a space bus, Chaz. Welcome to the stream as well. Trim, welcome to the stream. This is my tactic for rescuing the stranded. I've got to gather them all in one place. Big wheels and you might not flip over. You and flipping over kind of go hand in hand. Do these retract by any chance? No. So how do I keep this powered? I just need it to last forever. And if it's got a fuckload of solar panels on it, it'll last forever, right? Is that the way it goes? They're big. They're big solar panels. That's what I want. Little solar panels. We make big wheels and we cannot lie. These are the space agencies can't deny. What do they look like when extended? They might cause issues. Just a little. Don't you say more wheels. Okay, more boosters, I'm fine with that. Trim, Chaz, how are we? Welcome to the stream. Trim, thank you for the bits. Those look like faulty ejection seats. They might serve as faulty ejection seats. Anyway, to extend the two sets of wheels a little further apart, you could do a front-over backflip on a hill with them so close. Yeah, that's true. I'm a bit top-heavy, aren't we? I just want to get the power on it. I need a reaction wheel, apparently. It said it has power, didn't it? So I don't need batteries. I need a reaction wheel. How do you... Is it control? Oh, yeah. Put a reaction wheel on, so that's got our steering sorted. Tell you how I might be able to fix our problem with... Oh, fuck, this thing's smaller than it looks. I might have to bring the seats a little bit further forward. More boasters. Definitely have enough boasters. Yes, we do. No, wait. That looked like it was aimed at somebody. That was not aimed at anybody. Trim! Stop getting offended. Keep boasting. Right, then I want... These seats pulled forward a little bit, don't we? Just a little. Maybe a bit more than that. I need to find a place to put solar panels. If it has a load of solar panels on it, we're fine, and I want big bum solar panels. Otherwise, what's the fucking point, right? Yeah, maybe not that big bum solar panel. I could put little bum solar panels on it, but really? Trim, be offended. She's right. Trim, we need you to be offended. I could put them here. I'm offended. Good. No way. That's dumb as fuck. And if I hit a hill or go downhill or something, I'll smash them off, won't I? Let's retract them. Okay, we've got some solar panels. I can put little ones on just for an emergency. So these are never going to snap off, right? I need to save this, don't I? We'll save this as Doona Rover base. So this is the base save file for the Doona Rover. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100. There's no successful mission point in this. I just need somebody brave. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100. 10. 9. 8. 6. Also, you're not. You can't be stranded on Duna for this mission. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. The number was 6. And if there's anybody that isn't stranded on Duna in the chat right now. I mean, it says 17, stranded on Duna. Mindrat says 91, stranded on Duna. Chaz says 3, stranded on Duna. Trim says 97, the complete opposite direction. Bybeat is our pilot for this. Good shit. Bybeat. We're off out onto the launch platform. I say prediction is in order as if he'll strand this crew too. What, this one here? I'm just nipping out, and it wouldn't be that far away, out of the realm of possibility if the Doomhaus Space Agency sent somebody onto the launch platform 20 yards away from the aircraft hangar to test this rover and got them stuck, let's be honest. Bybeat, this is the most impressive vessel you've ever driven. I'm sure you agree. Can I... Wait, how do I join? So Bybeat can leave the seat, and then can she get in that seat? She can, right. Bybeat's at the front of the vessel. Does it drive? Do you know what? It drives. It might be safer if Bybeat sits at the back, I'll be honest. Tell you what though, these wheels are the way. Right, brake. Toggle brakes. Bybeat. Oh, shit. Okay, Bybeat. Look at this fancy new spacesuit she's got. Where... Is this... It's been an update or something. I don't recognise this suit. It's rather snazzy though. Tell you what, if Bybeat sits in the middle one, then if there's any catastrophic accidents, we're fine. This game's rigged out. Oh, I didn't turn. There's still a chance Bybeat could die, because this thing's a bit fast. In fact, it's very fast. Look at it, though. What's it like for power? Because the sun's going down. See, it's run out of electric charge, look, but if I get the old fucking wigglers out, here we go. My electric charge should start to go up. I'm using more than I'm generating though. Just put a booster facing the opposite way to slow it down. To be fair, Bybeat won't be going very fast when she's dead, will she? I don't like the body roll though, that is a problem, but this thing can essentially last forever in this state because it's being powered by solar power. So all I have to do is just park it in the sunlight and it'll constantly be powered. Pretty good though, right? See what happens on a not so smooth. So exactly, that's why we need, like, I think, Mina, you may be right, we need more wheels. We're running alright though, right? Could be worse. Meanwhile, the Doomhaus is powered by bullshit. Just bring us back so we can pilot for this mission. Go on your rescue mission. Hey look, the decontamination units. Remember these from earlier in the pandemic? Bit of frame rate issues as we drive past them. Surprise to no one. Right, how do I extend this? How do we make it a bit bigger then? Or not a bit bigger, put more wheels on it. Because we've got a good base so far, at least it drives. Except it might slow down a bit in the dark. Well, it will, but the idea is to drive in the day. Then keep driving at night until it runs out of power. Wait, charge, etc, right? So, do we think it needs to be extended out and be a bit longer? If I was to get another one of these, we could make it twice the length. It's going to be difficult to get up there. Tell you what I'll do. We'll make him in a bit. Maybe we're going to have to be a bit less in so I can get another set of wheels on it. We just need to reduce body roll as much as possible, don't we? Are you sure she drove Santa mad? Chaz over here with the ideas. Well, except it might slow... Yeah, that's true. Now I remember why I skipped some of the Searing George quests in WoW. Should have just driven past him at speed like this, baby. Like that, right? I think the middle wheels need to be just scooted this way a tiny bit. But that's gone in, right? I don't want them going in. So now it's a 6-seater. But it always was, wasn't it? Wait, can I have a bit more control than that? Because now that's... Well, that's fucking triggering. No, that's lined up straight. Okay, so it wants to be... They want the wheels down a bit. I know this is the last thing you want to do for centre of gravity. Put the wheels lower, but technically, now... They're sticking off the back a bit, aren't they? That might cause issues. Let me bring them in. Like that. Then let me bring these in. Like this. Now they're all lined up, right? Are we happy that they're all straight? Almost like the starting zone in the beginning with so many fighting over the same thing to kill. So I said fuck it and forgot all about it. It is a fucking busy zone, Searing God, or it can be. I think it still stands as the place where I got fucked the most by Horde. Oh, did I forget I did as well, Mandrake, you're right. See, now I face this fucking problem again. There we go. Okay, we're good. Right, now, if I want to pick these up completely, don't I? And move these forward. Like that. And then space them out a little bit. Stop fucking selecting the whole thing. And then we can leave the back free, can't we, for like gadgets and stuff. I could put, for the sake of nighttime missions, could put some big battery banks on, or at least one. Don't know how to play. Let's go singular. So there's a nice big battery bank there. Then the seats we want to move forward a smidge. Like that. This is just getting more and more ridiculous, though. Is there anything else you want on this before we go? Okay, if you flip this thing, there just isn't any hope for us. They still might tip forward, but not terribly. It's got to fit on top of the fuck as well. What's our decouplers looking like? That's the smallest stack, right? This is the fucking stack we're looking for. Big boys. Good. So it looks bulky, but it actually isn't really. What else would you need? We've got a big power source. We've got our reaction wheel for turning. We've got... Is there any room for science on this? Possibly. We'll put the reaction wheel on the front. Actually, no, we don't really want anything on the front that could... To be honest, the reaction wheel could go underneath. There's no reason why not, I guess, but... Let's keep it on the back just for safety. Do we want science gubs on, like Alkarion says? What if it tips over? Tell you what, we'll put a communitron or whatever it is on it as well, just in case we need one. Does it tell you about the power? Got a high grade antenna on it. What about that? Stick one of these on. Just in case I need to contact. That's going to be in the way, isn't it? Put one of these slimline fuckers on it. A dome, maybe? Well, like a roof on top, possibly. Put that underneath. So that's our communications device. I'll tell you what we could do on that score. I want a modular girder adapter. I was thinking of just putting stuff on it like this, just so if it does tip forward, the Kerbals don't hit their heads, but I'm a bit limited on space. You know what I mean? And then it's weight, and then it's all sorts of issues. It might be a risk that we have to take. Let me see how much more stable this is. I don't know, I see what you mean though. Think it for rolling, right? You don't want to be on. You don't want to be on these test missions anyway. These are for the bravest souls that are willing to die for those mission points. So essentially, this isn't a proper mission. Right, we're off again. Is this capable of going faster? Yeah, like a roll cage. Yeah, it turns a lot easier, and it is going faster. Now, if I was to hard brake, there, it does not tip over. Look. If I was to give it some big beans acceleration-wise, it still doesn't. Now, by beat, we're just going to test how it copes on hills. Absolutely no messing about. Look, can't roll over sideways. This thing is electric. Well, it is electric. You know what I mean? This thing is fucking terpy flirpers, this. Extend that solar panel. Extend that one. So the solar panels should crack, and then they should turn towards the sun. There they go, look, the sun's up there, so it's only banking slightly. It's capable of 31.6 meters per second. What's that in miles an hour? This is pretty fucking sound. Right, I tell you what we'll do, we'll go use it, and we'll go climb all over the launch pad. And that will give us an idea of what it's like up inclines and stuff, because it needs to be good up hills. You ready for some stunts, baby? I need to. We are testing this, so it could be fatal, but let's just hope it isn't. Jesus, it fucking sticks to the ground. We could pick up every Kerbal in history. How fast? 31.6 meters per second. What's that in like kilometers and miles per hour? Is this the most like successful thing we've built? Because it's currently dominating everything we throw at it. Let's see what it's like for little stunts. This is the clip where Bybeat dies. Nope, fine. And the gravity on Kerbin, 70 miles per hour. It was going 70 miles per hour. Whew. No. Okay. Fuck. I immediately smashed off the solar panels when I went down the slightest hill, which is going to cause obviously issues for power in the fucking thing. We're down to backup. So what's around times 2, and then converted into miles. Roger. All right. So we need to fix something regarding. So there's 2 challenges we've got for this thing now. We need to finalise the design so that it doesn't take. Obviously, that's a problem. But we've got a bit more space on top now. So we need to get the Rover itself into a position where it's drivable, and it's nothing's gonna break off, and they're not in too much danger. The issue is obviously the gravity's different, but that's not something we can test until we take it there. So we've got to just try with as much confidence as we can muster while we're on Kerbin. 1 meters per second is 2.2. Gotcha. So roughly, if it's going at 50, it's going at about 100 miles an hour. Ish, roughly. It's not a bad. It's close enough. Not exact, but close enough. Cool. See, that's the clever way of doing things, right? It's not about giving the answer. It's teaching the man to fish. How about that? Thank you, Bybit and Mindray. Right, We've now streamlined the power storage. We've streamlined the power generation. Now, what do we need? I feel like we're. It needs loads of chutes on it, doesn't it? Because it's coming into... But then could I attach this to something? And then it's that thing that is what drops down, and I fill that thing with fucking parachutes and etc, etc. So you're going to slap some afterburners on this puppy. See if you can get it to 88 mile an hour. Go back in time and prevent the missions that are stranded from ever happening. Yeah, while we're on with it, I'll carry on. While you're having your good ideas, maybe we go back to around February of 2021 and stop the fucking chaos that happened between you and Mina in the P-word area. Then we wouldn't be in this mess in the first place. Sothan, my love, welcome to the stream. Look at this. All of the Kerbals that are stranded on Duna right now need rescuing, so we're going to take this, the Doom bus, second of its name, to go and pick them up. Oh, no, didn't want to do that. I wanted to grab the seat specifically. Good morning, Sothan. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Can you... There we go. I want to move the seats just back a smidge, like that. Hey, I supplied straight cheese upon request and it came back as Swiss. Who could have guessed? The issue is Scotty and Eric in the sex dungeon. Not the sex dungeon, in the pub. Oh! Oh! Press 1 to have the Doom bus white. Press 2 to have it shining gold. Sothan's gone hard too. Look at that! It's even got a stainless steel frame around the flag. That looks so shit. And I am all about it. I tell you what it needs. A couple of lights. Need a bit of green and orange illumination. Just to really burn that nighttime power off. How Trumpian. True. Do some hydraulics on the wheels. I know, right? We're going to bounce. That's what we're here for. Fuck. Does that look better or worse? I think it might look better, oddly. Stereo system. Oh dear. Tell you what, we need green lights. Now, we need just stop fucking about, Stubbler, and have the lights in the proper colour. Lovely. Okay. Are 6 seats enough? How many are stranded? 5. Oh wait. No, there is 3. We need to get 3 on board this, and then no, I need more seats, don't I? I need 8 seats because there's 3. There's Mindright, Koala, and Scotty in one area. Then there's Chaz, Mina, and Santa in another, plus the driver. I do need more seats. No, wait. The idea is, don't forget, to... Should I be putting more seats on this? I'm not doing a double-decker. We've only just got it working. No. We can't be doing these things. Stop encouraging me, you bad influence. I'll just put the rest in a bag and drag them from the rear. Oh, fucking hell. Be more, I'm going to say humane, be more Kerbane. Or think in a more Kerbane fashion. Tell you what though. We can put 2 more seats on. It needs 8 seats, doesn't it? Because there's 6 Kerbals plus the driver, so we need at least 7. So then you should see this thing on the tarmac. We've been testing it on Kerbin and it is buttery smooth. Okay. Gold as dicks. I don't know about making it a double-decker though. plus room for expansion for future stragglers. You can't call the honourable crew of the Doomhaus stragglers, Chaz. I mean, you can, and you most certainly will, but you shouldn't. What if I was to put the... That doesn't leave a lot of fucking room for those poor Kerbals there, does it? What warning this thing opens. There is a lot to be said for the flavour text in this game. These could sit here. I know it's slightly up and raised and offset, but we need a solution where these don't snap off. I'm not calling our honourable crew collateral fucking damage. Right, let me test these, test this out, test the lights, test everything. Bear with me. I've got to fucking attach this to the rocket yet, and we might not go to Duna today. Today might be just all configuring this thing to get it right, and then like sending it up into Kerbal to test it. So then look at it. So then look, just Bybee doesn't look so confident driving it, I will say. That's today's thumbnail, anyway. So they'll just jump up and down from this thing using jetpacks. Yes, you can jetpack a tiny bit on Duna. It turns so then, it's got its own, the wheels are, like, it's got 6-wheel steer, basically. The wheels in this game are built for that. Now, if I'm careful with this, so it's built, it's electric, and it's got solar panels on it to keep it alive forever. At night time, it'll need to rest. And so there's about 60 miles an hour there. And it comes to a hard stop. Look, the solar panels are turning to face the sunset. And the wheels hitting the panels won't cause issue. I think it's just a bit of something we're getting away with. It shouldn't cause issues, no. It probably should, but it won't. If the solar panels snap off, we do have backup panels, which will make things a lot slower, but will work. Now, this thing can pick up everybody that's stranded on Duna. So why are the lights not showing up in my fancy new colours? Okay. So I have 2 sets of lights. The orange lights and there's lights like on it, built in. Okay. Teo, welcome to the stream. What about everyone? What's that? Welcome back, should I say. They shouldn't cut. Look at the solar panels tilting for the sun. Look, this thing. Do you know what? I'm confident. Oh, you mean everybody on the surface of the planet? I see. Well, everybody that's stranded should be able to fit on this. That is currently stranded, which is 6. So 6 plus the driver, and we've got 8 seats. I'm confident. Hard braking. Right, ladies and gents, do you think this is enough as we stand? Do you think this thing is capable right now of the rescue mission that we're asking of it? So, could you fit me and a few of your classmates to go to Duna? You don't want to go there, everybody else is dead. Sothan says it's capable. Roger. Yes, unless you're adding more boosters, and we're going to find out, right? This is true, but I'm just wondering what people think from here. Okay. It looks alright. I'm alright with it. But now the challenge is getting the fucking thing into space. How do I do that? I need to build a surround for this that it can completely detach from. And also, if it doesn't land on its wheels, I need a way to make it flip over, don't I? You know what I mean? Because there is a chance that this thing doesn't land on its wheels. Here's a question. Well, I guess we can test it on curbing, can't we? If I can land it on its wheels enough... I can about that upside down. If I can land it on its wheels sufficiently enough, or regularly enough, should I say? Do you know what? That might have to just stay there. I know it's cheesy, but it works. On curbing, then I can replicate it a million billion times, right? Let me now. I want to test something. Can I just stick a decoupler onto the belly of this thing? I can, look. Only there. That's bad. Unless it will let me scoot it across. It will. Okay. So if I have this here, is that attached? No, it's not. It's going to fall off. So if I have the decoupler there, this whole thing is going to be separated eventually, so I wouldn't worry about it too clipping or looking terrible. Then I would need, like, what? I could get away with it with a service bay, maybe. I just need something. Not that size, fuck me. Service bays aren't perfect for this, but I just need... I don't know if there's... Is there a structural component that's that wide?
What type of nerd is this?
Augur, welcome to the stream. We are rescuing the Duna crew in the only way we know possible. Badly. What about this? And then what I would have underneath it is a fairing piece, but I need a really big where's the... Is it payload? Oh shit, that's upside down, isn't it? Like that. And then it'll come out to about here, like this. Alright? Stop building, please. Stop fucking... There we go. Okay, so... Next thing I would need is to... I'd need to cover the whole thing in chutes, but I don't want to. You see where I'm going with this, right? The idea is to take it all up, but then land just this with parachutes. Or attach it to something and land that with parachutes. Maybe if I pull all this down, we pick up the whole thing, then attach it like that, then can I build the fairing out from there and then... See what I mean? Augur, how are we? I'm getting a bit too sweaty for my own good right here. Of course, if you know how to play Kerbal, I aren't allowed somebody to tell me what will or won't work, so bear with me. You've got to just watch me and suffer. You'll hear me asking rhetorical questions. Nobody click the link. I'll do whatever that says. Can't wait to get off work and move 1 terabyte of data between PCs. What, before the police find out, right? So that decoupler should detach that. Like, this is me thinking of a way to get it onto the surface. See, one thing I could do is... Yeah, please don't hint what will or won't work, because it really ruins the fun in this game. And then on here I could just... Here's a thing. It's like, just because you have a lot of viewers, it doesn't mean you're famous. I know, right? Some people are capable of falling for it, so... Got to protect them, right? Coupling. Is it structural? So if I was to, I mean, this is not the idea. This is just me testing something that might work. If I was to have this, and then like just fill this thing. Like Rob Raven has 900 viewers right now, but he isn't famous. No. I think he could quite possibly walk through the streets of... Where's he from? He's got like a Bolton or Lancashire accent, and I'm sure he wouldn't get recognised. Then again, he does wear a costume for the most part. Stick that. Tell you what we'll do instead. We'll bang this off, and then we'll put big bum parachute on top. So this is my idea, right? This is just the vessel to bring it down. Do you think the bot wow? Do you think the bot wow hunters would fall for it? Quite possibly. Poor old Vic. I always imagine that this Vic guy that we're starting to get to know. Do you know what I mean? This thing would bring the like, and then I put one of these like big ass heat shields on this thing. Which way is it facing? It's facing the right way. So if I just unlocked them big stupid heat shields, didn't I? This fucking thing. Is this huge? Yeah. Wow, look at that. I'd need that pointed down, wouldn't I? So then I could build the fairing around this. So then in there now, there is a couple of decouplers, and there's the necessaries to bring this thing down, right? Tell you what. Right, I'm actually going to give a successful mission point for this, so if anybody wants a successful mission point, prepare yourselves. It's a quick mission, but it's a necessary one. Don't do that. Undo. So I'm going to need the body of the thing, right? How do I select the whole thing? Right, not that, you fucking shithead. Rob Raven is famous in terms of Twitch, but I agree that he's not exactly famous, right? Relatively famous, but maybe not actually. I'm sure he'd argue the same himself. Why has it got rid of all the seats? Oh, it hasn't. They're just not loaded in. Okay. Yeah, you can buy a bit. Yeah. It's a dangerous mission. I'm going to be honest. Because what I'm going to do is just send this thing up with a load of fuel, just so we can practice the main idea on curbing. So I'm going to send it up, decouple the decouplers, get it up as high as possible, and then see if we can bring it into land. Everyone is relatively famous, it just depends on who you relate it to. I mean, Augur's right. It hurts me to admit, but Augur's right. Am I going to do this in a single stage? This is probably foolish, but worth a go. I need a big engine, don't I? Should we go with the biggest fucking engines we've got? No, that's not the biggest engines we've got, though, is it? Fuck it, let's stick it on as well. It would be against your your methods to be recognised, it's true. Right, press 1 to have a fuckload of boosters on this test vessel. I'm not seeing many ones. Okay, nobody wants a fuckload of... Okay, Easy Green says, don't do it. Got a new server to play with, excuse me. Alright, Bybeats voted for loads of boosters as well. Again, this is just a test vessel, just to... I want to get this thing up into the atmosphere. Oh, new work server, I see. I thought you meant fucking K4 Auger. You know what, I should actually be fucking quadding this, shouldn't I? Fucking... Is that attached or no? No. You watch this kill someone. A test mission that isn't going very far. This will be the thing that kills someone. You watch. Why can't I hate that. That's one of the things I despise the most in this game. It's fucking difficult to line stuff up with the boosters. With the decouplers. Could do it this way, I guess, but it feels a bit cheated. Okay, then I need to quickly pop some of these on top. Them. That looks so stupid. These top. Then we will strut the fucking thing up a little bit. Roger. Again, this is just completely a test vessel. So what I'm testing is whether or not I can bring this thing back in. It's not got a reaction wheel on it, has it? See, even the test vehicles, you need a fuckload of stuff on. Is that a small inline reaction wheel? That's a tiny one. Have we got anything bigger? It's a tiny bit bigger. It's not perfect, but it'll work. Then I want to drive from... Might as well drive from that chute. Can't drive from that chute. It's foolish. That'll be a fucking idiot. Alright. Reattach. And is that good? So the idea is to test whether all this stuff works. Now, I want booster stage first, then the boosters decouple, then we want the lower stage, then I want nothing else to happen without me doing it manually. Yeah? This thing might turn over and cause a lot of chaos, so if it does, I sincerely apologise. Right. Boys and girls, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100. Potentially an easy mission point here. 10. 9. 7. 6. Of course, this is people that have won marbles in this year, or last year. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. The number closest to 9 wins. Stat Plus, welcome to the stream. Bybeat says 1. But Easy Green also... No, Easy Green said 1 because of the boosters question, right? So Bybeat... It is, it's Bybeat. Or is it Mindright? Bybeat says... Oh, that was earlier as well. Like, oh yeah, Mindright says 27. Okay, so Mindright's on the moon, on Duna, though. So it's Bybeat. Sorry, yeah, I see Bybeat's thing before. You're right. Bybeat said 27. I wasn't looking so then. Yeah, Mindright is closer, but he's on Duna, so it is actually Bybeat with 27. Gotcha. Stat Plus, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's I have to actually manually put people into the game, you see. So, it's for... No, you are on. You're on because you won one last year. I think you got a point from... What did you get? Did you have a marbles win towards the end of last year, Stat Plus? But you've got a Kerbal there, look. You're a scientist. Yes, so it's 2020 or 2021. Bybeat, name this vessel. She said, I'm so dead. Name the ship, history repeats. Whoa, this is not going to Duna, this is just going to the atmosphere to test this system. Yeah, it is. I'm only allowed 1 a year if I'm lucky. There's time yet. Dead Machine. So much confidence. Roger that. Bybeat, well played. Right. Okay, so all of the lower boosters are going to fire, then they're going to decouple, then that's going to take us just somewhere. Hopefully, we need to get to space. And that's going to pop up, then that's going to... Oh no, we don't want the fairing to pop, do we? Early. But it will have to pop at some point. Okay, then all the... No, we don't want all the chutes to go at once, do we? Decoupler can go up there, then all the chutes pop. This is complicated. I'm going to have to do the rest of it manually, fuck it. Right, let's go. Bybeat, best of luck. The good thing about this is as long as you survive the atmosphere breaking out of the atmosphere and re-entry, you can just parachute down and you're fine. So hopefully, as long as it doesn't blow up on the launch platform, you'll hopefully be all right. Nice flight plan. Booster separate, then it'll take us somewhere. Listen, I'm not in charge of that stuff. I'm just in charge of firing it up there. Alright. Bye, beat. Best of luck. 10. 9. Look at her here. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Alright, Roger, Roger. Looking good, looking good. Start my turning now. It's turning okay, it's controlling. We've definitely had less stable vessels in the past. Booster stage. I've got no fins on this, I've just realised, but it's not the worst. I know you're thinking of making a joke about it still having a Scandinavian on board, but really, control yourselves. I'm going out to sea. I did not mean to go out to sea. I've just realised. Where the hell am I going? Stubbler? This way. I wondered why it didn't look like it was bending very much. Okay, now we're going out to sea. Now we're having problems. Stabilising, stabilising. Oh god. Not the smoothest launch in history, but we can make something of it. Isn't that right, baby? Tend to prograde, if you can. Lovely. But I need to get out of the atmosphere, don't I? This is a problem. Touch. Bybee, where are you? Bybee, 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 Bybee. Bybee, EVA. Bybee, EVA. Bybee, can we... How do I leave the sea? Bybee, just leave the sea. Let's just fuck that off. Tiniest issue during that mission of me not knowing which way I was steering. But Bybee never went to space, so technically she has to go through all of that again. God damn it. So what, Tagslap, welcome to the stream. So what level of rescueception are we at now? Rescue of the rescue of the rescue. We are testing out a new vessel. You'll see. I'm just testing out the landing capability of said new vessel. As you can hear in the background, it's not the most flawless plan as we speak. Right, Bybee, we're going to time down. Time warp down. Had to step away and came back just in time to see you fuck up. Ouch. I mean, it's true, but ouch. We are 90 seconds into this flight as we speak. As you can see, it's going very well. Alright, let's bring Bybee down in her new beautiful orange suit and orange parachute. Yeah, I was turning the wrong direction, so I tried to save it and lost all stability. Wasn't the best thing I've ever done, I'll be frank, but we made it work. I just need to get Bybee down to safety. There's still part of the dead machine debris flying around over there. I still think we've got things set up quite right. Oh, kind of right. It's all about testing at this point. Bybee is one of our most decorated pilots. Also hasn't had a Kerbal killed yet, for the record. I did not realise that. Well, let's make sure I can reduce enough speed and not hit the fucking ground super quickly. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Does Bybee land on her feet? Nope. She landed on her forehead. Are we all well and good? Can we all confirm that Bybee survived that? I'm going to revert to launch assembly and just put a few fins on this test vessel. We don't need to be perfecting this test vessel too much. So if I just have a couple of... They're not the biggest fins in the world, but they might work. Okay, right. I'm going to sit here and pretend that was what was wrong. So basically, tags like the idea is to build a rover. So I'm going to drive the rover to pick up Mindright, pick up Koala and Scotty, then off stream, drive the fucking thing all the way over to the basin to pick up Chaz, Mina, and Santa. That's the idea. Then send one rescue vessel to pick up all of them. And then probably die in orbit. Right, we're going again. Bye, beat, best of luck. So I want to be turning. Is it just... You leave Santa? Possibly. I don't want to be twisting, do I? So I want to be... Okay, so I want to be pressing W. I think I've got the way I'm facing all messed up. Are we ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now if I start pressing W, no, it's S, okay. S is what I need to be pressing. Yeah, I think because the seat's not pointing the right way, it makes it difficult to actually see where anything is pointing. If you leave Santa, he's going to have an ice cream. He's got a snowman to build, apparently. See, this is the direction I was wanting to go in. 3,000, I want to be at about 45 degrees. I'm not going for orbit per se, just space. And I don't want to go straight up because I need to test what an actual proper re-entry is like. I thought we were talking about the things that weren't going to happen. Oh, I see. I thought it was in response to Bybee. Okay, this is significantly smoother, as I'm sure you can agree. Santa will build a snowman and call it Frosty. And then it'll confuse everybody with off-topic comments. I just want to get this to space. This isn't looking too bad at the moment. I'll start tilting it down. Not too much though, because it's prone to wobble. Okay, once we've got through the thickest part of the atmosphere, we're going to maintain prograde, detach the boosters, just give it a minute. Just going to time warp a tiny bit just so we can drift away from the boosters. In fact, we'll fire off the engine but lower in the atmosphere. Sorry, with less power. That should be enough to get away from the boosters without blowing them up. It was. Then I need to start aiming at the horizon. Jesus, this thing has fuel. Woof. Did I just make the most efficient thing I've ever built by mistake? So just above the horizon I want to be at now. I'm going to lock at prograde just so I can fight it and keep it where I want it without it tilting the other direction. So we're off to space now. Holy shit, in fuel this thing's got a lot of mileage in it. This game's unrealistic, it's got too much fuel. I'm going to get my apoapsis to about 80-ish. Is this low-key one of the best takeoffs I've ever done? The trouble is I'm landing at the dark side and I don't want to. I also want to make sure I land on land as well, don't I? Which means I might actually have to get this thing to orbit. Tell you what, let's get the fucking thing to orbit, balls to it. Then I can pick a good landing spot, right? Because the idea is that we test what's under here. If I can have Bybee driving around on the surface. Come to the dark side, Stubbler. No. Jesus, the ability to just make orbit in a stupid makeshift vessel now is... We've come a long way, ladies and gents, in the Doomhaus Space Agency. There it is. We've achieved orbit. Congratulations, everyone. Look at the icon for it, look. The dead machine. Now I need to find some land. Where shall we land it? Bybeat, would you like to land it on this big continent right now? There is so high a chance that Bybeat dies here. It was a valiant effort to put herself on this mission, I must admit. Oh, we didn't get to see the sunrise. God, this... I am sorry, I know I do it every time, but look how beautiful this game can be. Right, turn to retrograde, which shouldn't take much doing. Especially not if I boost. And then we want to bring our periapsis in so it's at least over this land, and then we're guaranteed a landing, if that makes any sense. There. Now, this is going to be our area of our angle of attack. If I then... Did I not put a decoupler on this? Well done, Stubbler. But it's okay, because I can deploy that fairing. Wait, I didn't, did I? You idiot. Did I not? I didn't put a decoupler on it. You fucking idiot. You fucking idiot. I needed a decoupler. That's not a decoupler. Stubbler, you fucking idiot. Oh, I need a decoupler here. I put a reaction wheel on, but not a decoupler. Fuck. I've mentioned this before, but I'd love to see an engineer from NASA play this game from start to finish. BuzzFeed did something similar, but they had everything already unlocked. Yeah, I saw that. It was good, but you're right. Watch somebody completely unlock everything. How do I keep Bybeat alive now? One way I could do it... I don't want to jettison that heat shield, do I? If I do, what happens? I didn't want to jettison it. I needed it, but it's my only option. Bybeat. This is not looking good. She said she's willing to die for the mission, though. It's a worthwhile attempt. Look at the wheels going, by the way, for fuck's sake. The wheels are going to blow off. There might be a chance that I can keep Bybeat alive on re-entry. We have the chutes, and she's obviously got her own parachute. This is just... Well, to be frank, it's just a mess. If I can keep to prograde as we come in... I've got no heat shield. We've made a mistake. This is going to be a rather hot re-entry. Oh God, that was such a bad mistake. This thing might save us though. Like, this could act as a heat shield for now. But the fact I didn't put a decoupler on that means that I could never make the heat shield do its fucking job. Therefore, we just have to hope that this thing lasts long enough to burn up so that Bybeat can survive. We do have loads and loads and loads of fucking parachutes that I will pop as soon as I can, but we need to get into the warmer part. This is one simple mistake. Shit, here we go. I've got a lot of control, we've got enough power, I can manoeuvre it a little bit. So I had a huge heat shield on here that I was going to test this out with. Oh! I wonder if I put the heat shield on the top. Maybe that's how we do this. Bybeat, best of luck. There is still a chance. A trumpet with a cone pit. Thank you, sir. Press 1 if Bybeat dies. It's overheating already. It's already overheating. That was a mistake. That was just a fucking huge mistake. Turn to... That was a huge, huge problem. I should not have done this. This was... If I can get it pointing retrograde, we're alright. Now, no. Stop. Is she already gone? Is she already dead? That was entirely... Well, the whole thing's my fault, of course, but that was entirely my fault. That was... Before you start typing it, the whole reason we was in that situation was my fault, but me just trying to turn a tiny bit was the error that killed Bybee. She had a huge chance until I just tried to... Mikey, welcome to the stream. I've not killed everyone, I've killed Bybee in the effort to save everyone. Because the second it turned over, then I was fucked. The Rover is actually fine, oddly. Let's see if we can get the Rover down. I just need it... Oh. I'm so angry. That's fucking soul destroying, that. Okay, decouple that. So it should turn over and I can land the Rover. There we go. Did I burn off all the underside parachutes? I think I did. But this was my plan. This was how it was all supposed to work. Watch. The Rover's fine. Most, I'm going to say. It's got 5 wheels instead of 6, but... So this was how it was meant to work. You agreed to be the tester. It's true. Bybee put herself on this mission and agreed multiple times to do the riskier option. In full force bravery. So I think this setup works. Like, she wants to... I've just thought. This thing's a probe, isn't it? Hang on, let's time warp down. So this is the idea, right? Having all the chutes only on this side is maybe a good thing because it tilts it ever so slightly. I did know it was a probe. I've just remembered Easy Green, but I don't think for the Doomhaus playthrough that we shouldn't use it as a probe. I'm just saying I know it's a probe now because... sorry, I was only bringing it up now because it means I can at least test it, despite the fact that Bybee got the big chop. So look, because it's a probe, I can just about tilt it so that when we land... Back to real time. So that when we land... Can I just bounce off this without it snapping? I can tilt it forward... Put the brakes on, decouple this, unhatch the brakes, and we're good. You see what I mean? It's got autopilot on it, by the way, but we should always take somebody for these missions. You put her on as... No, I didn't put her on as a sacrifice. I put her on to see if we could do it manned, because then somebody can get a successful mission point for it, right? Harry, welcome to the stream. Upside down landing incoming. I think it was set up quite perfect. If you want mission success, send a green. Oranges have a history of shying away from victory and being smelly poo heads. It's fair. But if I had had that decoupling on, I think this mission would have been extremely successful, right? Because if I put the decoupler on, we could have used the big heat shield and that would have never been an issue. So we're going to have to send this mission up again, by the way. Alas, without... its pilot. I'm going to blow it up now, by the way. I'm just going to drive up this cliff. No, then again, it probably won't blow up. It is fast, right? What are we up to now? What, 50 mile an hour? And it's super stable, look. Fuck. I shouldn't have laughed then and made that look like it was unintentional. But yeah, that was at full speed. This thing is hyper stable. Any battery left? There are solar panels on it, tags like here, look. Obviously, if I wasn't upside down. So we've got it set up so it can recharge itself when it's not upside down. I think this is going to be a... This has... Yeah. Right, back to the Space Center. I should have actually recovered that. Fuck. Looks like the world's dumbest trumpet. Thank you, sir. It is fast, it's true. Baby, that is a chop. Well played for putting yourself up for that mission, though, but we're going to have to do it again. Let me go back into the VAB. I need to work on this vessel. I could send it out into the launch platform to blow up, couldn't I? Without a Kerbal on it. Is there a Kerbal on it at the moment? Ooh, there isn't. So what the whole problem was, is that I needed to have a decoupler. That is not what I was expecting to do. Put it that way. I need a decoupler here. That's all it was. That's it. God damn it, that's the only thing that caused all of that chaos, and now we have to do this again. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are on the ground and not stuck in space right now, I'm going to need you to do what Bybeat just did and put yourself at harm's risk. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100. 10. 9. 8. I could do this unmanned, but we might as well fucking send it with a Kerbal on it, right? 7. 6. 5. 4. Everybody's either dead, aren't they, or on Duna right now. 3. 2. 1. The number I was thinking of was 60. Mind Right's obviously on Duna. Tag Slack's 11. Stat Puss on 40, 20 away. Mind Right's on Duna, Sothan is doing it to trick you. Sothan is 30 away. Stat Puss is 20. Stat Puss, it's time for your first mission. You might wish you hadn't got a Kerbal very shortly, Stat Puss, and you also get to name the ship. What would you like this to be called? And it's the midstream break. Perfect timing. Then we'll come back, give this a second test, and then try and put this on top of our Duna craft. And work out how it works from this point forward. This is a dumb mission, but it's a good mission. What would you like to call it, Statpuss? The Bloody Mary. Not because there's going to be any of the claret. Purely because that's what you're going to drink in the Kerbal common room when you come back and celebrate with everybody on your first successful mission. How about that? I'm not confident either. I may have mentioned this before, but I could quite see you liking the game Factorio, Stubbler. On your own time, should you ever be interested. I have actually looked into it quite a lot, Sothan, and there's a lot of like podcasts and stuff I listen to where I talk big on it as well. I might have to look into it one day. I'm not very good at like systems-based games, though. That's what I will say. But it does look good. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go for a lightning-fast midstream break. Before I go, somebody say the word egg salad. Well, words, you know what I mean. I noticed it first. I think you might be on for it. Sothan, you're in charge again. You're on for a gold star. If there's any chaos, it's your fault. Boys and girls, trust Sothan. Be back 2 minutes.
An elephant slept in his bunk, and in slumber his chest rose and sunk. But he snored, how he snored! All the other beasts roared, so his wife tied a knot in his trunk.
Now that is peaceful. Do you know what, Sir then? Let's have a listen.
What's the difference between a lentil and a chickpea? I've never had a lentil on my chest.
No gold staff. Sir then. Sir then, that is a chop. Right up until the last minute, we had a relatively peaceful midstream break. And then you go in and let that happen. You may say I'm back, Sir then, but what does it say up there? It looks like it's the midstream break still. It's still up there now. Fucking hell, August. Jesus. Mikey, thank you for the bits. Mindright, thank you for the bits. Augur, thank you for the bits. Eric, welcome to the stream. How are we? Ladies and gentlemen, StatPus, it's time for your first mission. Before we go on it, right, what StatPus has to do to get a successful mission point, because I always forget to do this. She has to take off, fly over the KSC, out that way, gain orbit, and then land with all this. I've just had a thought. Where's the decoupler that I put on, by the way? Not KFC. Can I deploy the fairing now? We're just doing a bit of testing because this is what this is all about. And then decouple. I can. Okay. Okay, but I need to now revert the flight to the launch. Boys and girls, what is in this can? Stapus's mission is to gain orbit, get into orbit on the Bloody Mary, decouple in orbit, and come down using the new heat shield. Not only that, land with the parachutes and drive around on Kerbin in the rover. That's a successful test. You're right, Augur. Right, Mina says ginger beer. Sothan says cloudy lemonade. Mind right, ginger beer. Tagslack says cream soda. Mikey says Diet Coke. Biobeat tropical. Augur says camel's blood. Not twice in a row. Eric says Pepsi Max. Statpus says lemon and lime. Landing with the parakeets, Sothan. Please don't fuck this up. Hey, you're driving. I'm fucking stressed. God damn it, why do I play games like this? I need to be tilting. Not that way, that way. No, not that way, that way. I need to press W. S. SSS, okay? The answer is, boys and girls, well, I'll carry on saying Diet Coke at the death. Sothan and Sothan alone. Let me then. This thing's twisted on the launch platform, look. Why? Stop twisting. Right, we need to take off Statpus. We need to go now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorted, sorted, and now we twist. Not twist, we turn. Turning a tiny bit too quick. So let me just hold off from turning too quickly. Good. Tiny, tiny, shiny boots of leather. 5k. Going alright so far. Stop reading chat, it's just Augur flirting with someone probably. 8,500 meters. We're at the 45-degree mark. Boosters are running out shortly. Good. Boosters running out of fuel in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heating. Decoupling the boosters. Engine on low throttle. Fire the engine. Ramp her up. Full speed. No. Okay, we're good. Just had a little bit of panic there. Go for stability assist. I'm going to turn to roughly the horizon. It's a bit early, but we'll make it work. No tiny turtle, I see. To be fair though, Augur, it's not the worst estimation in the world. Whenever you step away knowing that I'm in the stream, do you just grab them with the intent that I get the prize for it, given that Cloudy Lemonade is that guest? Sothan, I'm always having what I'm having. You being here or not. Sometimes I grab it and I think, yep, Sothan's winning this one. Right, I'm just going to aim below the horizon for now. We're just going to try and get ourselves an orbit before I deserve one, frankly. Augur bullying somebody, this is true. I don't always flirt. Stubbler. Who's in for golf this evening, by the way? Because I think I am. Although I might not be able to talk for a lot of it. Periapsis is now... This is a high apoapsis.
Oh, orbit me daddy. That.
That. Shut up, Auger. Right, turning to face. I've got fuel for days, right? Start push, you're in space nearly. The second the music starts.
Oh, orbit me daddy. That's what the sun once told me.
Was it worth it, Auger? That should be good. Auger, thank you for the bits. Looking more penis-like by the minute. I do try. 95. Alright, Statpus. Are you ready to see your first orbital sunset? Which sounds like an album. Am I right for electric charge? Yeah. I would say you're ready to see your first orbital sunset, but as you can see, you can't see anything from where you're currently sat right now. And there is also a high chance that you'll die from this mission as well, just for the record. You know, Stubbler, I heard a rumour this morning. A tiny, tiny rumour. Wait, what's this? Are you flirting again? That you wear khakis. Khakis? Khakis? Do first person. I can't get the first person view, unfortunately. Stubbler does seem like the khaki wearing type. For a second I thought you'd end it with orbital sun. Are you more of a jean? Do you know, I don't wear jeans. It's not khaki. To be fair, these are actually that colour. But they're not jeans, they're, I don't know what you'd call them. Chinos, maybe? But they are a khaki colour. Khakis to me is like fucking combat pants with big pockets and all that sort of stuff, right? It's true, it's fucking true. Yeah, I don't know why, but I don't wear jeans. I kind of stopped doing it for a while. I think it's because I came out of the skateboarding thing. Actually, I do. I think every picture of my legs for the last, like, 3 years have been all in black jeans. You hadn't believed it before now. Why are you talking about me like this? Nah, they're not fucking military fatigues, I will say. I don't think I'd be the type of person that would wear what you would call khakis. Not that I judge anybody that does. For a second I thought you'd end it with orbital sun. Hang on, let me turn south. Not south, he says. Are you hearing this? I clicked fucking... It's anti-normal I meant to click. I kind of want to bend my... No, that's the wrong way. If we see a foot now, it's the best... Oh, I don't have feet. But it's a silly make. Koala was mentioning today how she saw you wearing brownish coloured pants and she always thought you wore full black and it shattered her image of reality or something. Yeah, this is true. Yeah, it is. It's true. It's true. I don't wear full black. That would be a bit strange. But yeah, definitely not military fatigues with loads of pockets all over them. And imagine. Nah, they're just. I don't know what you would call them. I think I'd be single if I did. Reality is now ruined. I've got this fucking spin on, by the way, that I can't work out. Statpus, I hope you brought your seasickness tablets. I wanted to turn to anti-normal. What's wrong with wearing full black? To be honest, yeah, maybe the upper half is almost always black. I kind of can't judge too much. I need to fix this spin. This spin's causing issues. Have I run out of electric charge by chance? No. It's fine, you've got an immensely strong stomach. You're doing a lot of big spins, so... I should hope so at this point. I tell you what we're going to have to do, just live with it for now. Let me walk round here a little bit. Although just time warping stop the spin. Because that would be cheesy if it did. Because we're coming out of space now. Time warping actually stops the spin. That's fucking cheating. But good to know. You see, here's the problem. Like, if I want to aim like that, but that's probably quite a big... No, it's not that big a burn, actually. Because then I can guarantee to land on there, right? So let's go to Manoeuvre. Put RCS on. Doesn't have any RCS. Well done, Stubbler. If I can aim at this manoeuvre now, then we can spend 13 seconds of fuel and get ourselves facing over as much land as we can, and then we can land the rover. Mina, are you here? Mina, are you here? Bybee asks. The Doomhaus is always anti-normal. Yeah, I guess. The stream hasn't crashed, if you're wondering. Statpus is now not in space, therefore we are entering the slightly sweatier period of the landing. 14-second burn. This is just to get us over as much land as possible. I am actually struggling. Can you tell Stubbler about my wardrobe? Is it all black? I'm not saying wearing all black's a bad thing. Okay, bringing it in now. So the idea is to our blue line to go to our dotted yellow line. If you can drive on the surface of Kerbin on this mission, then you have succeeded. It's been that way for, what, 10 years, always on brand? Yeah, but Bybee, you're an assassin. It's hardly surprising you wear black. Right, burning at retrograde. Bring it in. The second this touches land, Statpus is landward bound. It's true, and it's happened. Right. Now, same as the Bybee mission, but don't fuck it up. That's my goal. I can now deploy the fairing. I can now decouple. Statpus, we are good. I need rid of this, though. Inflate the heat shield. As heat shields go, that fucking... There's a bit of debris in there, though, that's causing an issue. I want it to go away. Let me see if I can shake it off. That's bad.
Space mushroom.
If this causes Statpus's death, I am not... Why that? Can I retract it? Oh, the only thing now is to jettison it. Because that might blow up and take something with it. Thank you, Olga, though. I appreciate it. Again, it's the nicest thing you've ever said. This is... Because that's going to blow up because of re-entry heating. But that's a bug, right? Will everybody agree that if there is an issue with this mission... I'm going to save it, in fact. If that thing specifically causes an issue which causes this vessel to blow up, then I don't count this as, like, a real death. That's a shame. I'm going to land in these mountains as well. Hey, there's the river, look. That's a long river, by the way. Somebody's challenged me, by the way, to sail the entirety of this river in a boat of some description. The heat shield was inside the debris thing when you deployed it. You should have exploded then and there. Well, it wouldn't have exploded as such, but it would about now. But I need to have it open before we're anywhere near the explosion. I can jettison the heat shield as well, can't I? So once we're through and safe, we should be fine. Wow, does have soft banana bread. Banana cake's top. You know, it's good lemon cake. Trim mentioned lemon cake the other day, and it's all I've been thinking about. Statpus. Confidence levels from 1 to 10. 10 being ironclad, 1 being a dribbling mess. saying it's fully your fault for deploying the heat shield inside a rocket part. Yeah, but this is not exactly a realistic scenario, Augur. In real life, it would have expanded, popped it forward, and would be fine, but this is a failure of the physics. Chaz says -3. 5 says that was striking the balance. Respect. This heat shield, by the way, is top. I like this. Might nip to the shop on the way to get the P word to get some marble. Marble cake. We've got to all stop talking about cake. So imagine this on entry into Duna. In a real life scenario, something would have blown up with heat. Okay, I disagree completely, okay, but we can disagree. How about that? Yeah, no, this is evidently not a real world scenario. I may have caused a mistake or something, but this is not a real world scenario, and I will not hear anything to the contrary. And it is a lie. What does she know? She's dead anyway. Actually, she's never been created. Is cake going to be banned like P word? Possibly. We're banning P word and lemon drizzle cake. It'll be the LDC words. Statpus, you have perfectly navigated back into orbit without blowing up. Into the atmosphere, should I say. We're already safe. This is slowing me down a bunch as well. It's acting like a reverse parachute, right? Huh. But I don't want to spin too much. Fruit pastels. Red and black only fruit pastels. What about the green ones? The best ones, as we say. Right, we are slowing down like crazy. It's time to jettison the heat shield. We might bounce around, actually. The heat shield's still slowing us down. We're not actually attached right now. Oh! Goodbye, heat shield. No! Statpus! Statpus! No! Stop! What? How? How did she bounce off it? Damn it! There's always something wrong. Do you know what I should do? We're gonna have to do this again, fuck's sake. You wasn't in the heat shield bounced you off. It is a roll bar issue, like Mindright says, but why can't I select retrograde? Oh, that'll do it. Fuck. Yeah, you're not dead. You've got a parachute. It's good. It's good. But it means that it's not a successful mission as such, but you have survived. What I needed to do is keep the heat shield on until the parachutes had popped. Pop the parachutes before jettisoning the heat shield. This is stuff we need to test. Oh. But yeah, you're fine, you're fine. You'll survive. This thing's going to land before you though, so I want to test it. I'm going to go live in a forest and read books and grow tomatoes for the rest of my days. That does sound rather pleasant. Right, Statpus is still falling. Here's the thing though. Here's the thing. This is not over yet. Statpus might technically still drive it. Exactly, Mindright, exactly. Statpus, this is still salvageable. All I need to do now is have Statpus land near the drone. Can you imagine, by the way? Imagine. What's the grab button? Is it B? This is very difficult to do, so bear with me if it doesn't work. That was something else hitting the floor, don't worry. Is there a grab? Can I grab? I'm worried it snaps her parachute off though, because then that is bad. Maybe we don't do that. Do you know what I mean? It's a sweaty idea, but it might be a bad idea, because if her parachute disconnects, then she's going down. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what? Let's just wait for it. Start push, we're bringing you down. At this rate, we should shoot everything and everyone we need into space like a shotgun and just parachute in. No more of these landing shenanigans. Augur, I do have to try my hardest to keep everybody alive. That is the point, right? Even if it does make things slightly more boring. Thank God parachute tangling isn't a thing. True and true. Right, let's slow down enough so she can just boop onto the surface. There we go. Graceful, very graceful. Lovely. Right, start puss. It's fine. You are safe. Now the mission parameters said that all she had to do was drive this thing on the surface of Kerbin. If my Kerbal is ever in a position, I want to know that sorry. If my Kerbal is ever in this position, I want it known that I want to grab the car. So I need to press W to stick the landing. And stat plus again, all her mission was drive it on the surface of Kerbin after reaching orbit. So what did we learn about the landing? Bring it in, but keep the heat shield attached until after the parachutes are popped. Yeah? Now, because this is a drone, we can decouple. And there she is. Like James Bond skydiving into the falling. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going for, but I don't know whether I'd be able to, because I'd have to click and mess about. Imagine running over Stat Puss by accident. Lovely, Stat Puss. Your taxi has arrived. And now, if it works like it did just before, I can just do this. And despite some issues, Statpuss is now officially driving on the surface of Kerbin. Statpuss, well played. That right there is a successful mission point for the Statpuss line of Kerbals. Let's go and see the parachute block, see if that works. If only there was a toot in this game. Tell you what, we'll test it by driving 1.7 kilometres over to this other bit of debris from it. That's our test to make sure it works. Extend out the solar panels that we'll be using on the mission. This is to keep the thing recharged because it's mostly it's entirely electric. It just holds its acceleration, which is kind of neat. That's a kilometre away. It doesn't look it, does it? I wonder if it would have been worthwhile to put some science doohickey on the bottom. Possibly so, then we could put science cubs on, but we can't take it back, that's all. Wait, we could. Because then we'd be able to travel to other biomes and stuff and just farm the shit out of Duna's science with it. Look at that, look as it's catching the setting sun. Don't crash into the fucking heat shield though. 5 on the drum. This thing's still full. Go ahead and drive me towards the exploding stuff. Hey, that was... Actually, we can get a better thumbnail out of this. If I was to... Like this. That's how we do it. Oh, could you do me a favour and set your colour? You're the same colour as Mina, it's confusing. Starting to understand Stubbler with the name. Precisely. Justified, finally. That's just it. That's just straight up a successful mission. Stat plus well played. Now, do you have a successful mission point, or is that your first? That looks to be the first. Stat plus well played. You are in the annals of Doomhaus history. As a successful Kerbal. Let me just fucking shrink the list down a bit. It's getting too long and hard to read, but that's everybody else's fault for completing missions. I'm sticking to it. Right. Save game. Now, this thing, if I can land it on Duna... we can pick everybody up. Resume flight, recover vest. Oh shit, Easy Green, you're right, Tiny Green needs a Kerbal. It's been so long since we've had somebody new in a Person of the Century of the Day that I forgot that, yes, she does, she needs a Kerbal. Remind me of that. So convoluted now. You click your name in chat and click change chat identity and then only then get to go to changing colour. Who the fuck thinks of that? Auger, have a good one. Are you not joining us for golf with your brand new PC? Point stat plus, yeah, they mean... This leaderboard has all of these people on it. The people with the highest score get 5 points at the end of the playthrough. Second get 3, and Eric in third gets 1. So it does for the very top people. You'd assume I'll have Steam and Golf installed by tonight, or by the end of the month. Olga, fuck off and deal with your new PC. Now it gets sweaty. Now we have the unenviable task of turning this thing into a Duna vehicle. Once again, I'm not at risk of getting any real points. Heaven forbid. I've got an hour left. So there, I'm going to take the arse off the Bloody Mary. And then save it. And then it's a case of, what was the Cheese Catcher 10 is definitely one of them, right? I know that that's a Duna-bound vessel. Because that's the one that Mina and Chaz and Santa are stuck on as we speak. So if I go to the Cheese Catcher 10 and we merge it, now I have this, which I can't deconstruct here, can I? Which is an issue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load in the Cheese Catcher 10. Then I'm going to remove the fucking lander off it. Slow to finish game, so you still might get them. There's a lot of work to do on Duna, it's true. So if I save and continue, then I need to merge. What was it called again? Bloody Mary. So I need to go to the Bloody Mary, which I'm assuming is T, because that's how this game does naming for some reason. Then merge the two. Then it gives me this, which I can hopefully just go slot onto. I hate. Okay, so do I need to... Is it something to do with this thing? Reroute this to this. Ah, how does this work? I always forget how you do this. So it's something like, do I reroute... Select a set of 2 or more parts to reroute. So do I go like that? What the hell did happen there? There. Oh, So now, I've got the decoupler in the right place, and I have the lander. All I have to do is get this whole ship in orbit around Duna. Duna's got a thinner atmosphere, which should make it easier to come in. Where does it put like this decoupler on the staging section? So that's all up there. I could maybe sort the staging out in space, can't I? Because I'll be doing all that manually, but I do want... Good thing you have headphones on so we can't see the smoke coming out of your ears. Can you imagine, though? Duna, Rover, Vessel. How many L's does Vessel have? Never mind. So then it's... Because I need all these shoots to... I need to be sure that all these shoots are going to pop at the same time. Which means I need to... I can't just get to that effing staging window. I need that in a thing of its own. See, all this is all fucked up, but I don't know how to fix it at this point. That needs to go there. I'll be doing all this manually though, won't I? Why is that in a thing of its own? That wants to be out of there, that can go up there. That's there, but then it's... that in there as well. This is all messed up. I'm going to have to adjust this on the fly. But this thing just has to get into orbit around Duna. With the lander on it and everything, obviously. And then we can do what we just did. How many crew do we take on this mission? I definitely need a pilot, whatever happens. Do I need an engineer? Maybe to repack... No, because do the chutes need repacking? I don't know if I need an engineer, mind right. Possibly a scientist. But we can get science from... I'll tell you what I need to do first. Sorry that I'm taking things a bit slower. Look at this. Alright, maybe not. I was going to put science gear on the lander, wasn't I? But I could do it from here, potentially. More in case you forget something. Sometimes an engineer can work around it. So maybe it's an engineer that goes to the surface. Maybe we need an engineer to be the driver. Let me just check finally that decoupler. That decoupler is the most important part of this ship right now. Why is there an engine in amongst all them parachutes? I hate how my stages are such a fucking mess. But as long as the bottom ones are fine, I can do everything else manually. Right, so all them boosters burn, that burns, then that lower engine, affirmative. Good. Tell you what, we'll take a scientist, we'll take a pilot, we'll take an engineer. Is that fair? There's not anybody left anyway, because Statpuss is benched because she went on the last mission. Mindrite, Scotty, Koala, Chaz, Mina, Santa are all on the moon. Or on Duna. So we might have to take a backup here. Bybeat's dead. Alright, boys and girls. I need a scientist, I need a pilot, and I need an engineer. I can't have anything other than a pilot, a scientist, and an engineer on this mission. One of each. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100. Bybeat's dead, Statpuss is benched. There's 6 people on Duna. Fuck. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Number is 82. Tagslack's on it. Tagslack's on it for definite. Whatever happens, Tagslack, you're our pilot. Roger, roger. Mindray is obviously stuck on the moon again. I'll carry on. If you're a pilot, that's bad news. Engineer. Alkarion is our engineer. Next after Alkarion is... Easy Green? Engineer. Shit. After Easy Green it is Statpus, but there's a rule Statpus where you can't chain missions. So you're on the bench for this one, alas. Mina. Is Mina a scientist? No, Mina's on the moon. And Mikey. Mikey, are you our scientist? You are. No, it's all good, Statpus. It's all good. Is that it? Is that our crew? That looks to be our crew. Tag select pilot, orange. Alkarion, engineer, orange. Mikey B, scientist, orange. Now, this wants to be controlled from there, doesn't it? Control point's already set. Okay. Tag select. Name this vessel. All you have to do is get this thing into orbit. No. You have to get it into orbit around Duna, and then the rover has to be drivable on the surface of the planet. Not fucking upside down, not smashed to pieces, just it has to be drivable. He's called it, we're all gonna die. I am so fucking nervous for this. We've spent the entire stream trying to set this up, and the mission goes no. Fucking hell, I'm nervous. I need a good transfer window, don't I? Which means we might have to wait a year before this mission goes. Let's see what our transfer window looks like. Not good. Really not good. You know what? Everybody, you're allowed to go back and prepare yourselves for this mission because it's going to take a while. Now, the planet we're going to is the red one, Duna. I am here. I want it to be about a little bit ahead. This is going to be a disaster. Is that based on your knowledge, Easy Green? Are you giving us spoilers right there? Have you seen something that's going to go wrong? Or is that just good old Doomhaus fashion? So I'm just waiting. We're waiting. Waiting. He's been watching the stream, so he knows something will go wrong. I'm just worried that you was planting your flag and then you can say, told you. Or reverse jinxing for luck, he did say. Yeah, true. Reverse jinxing for... Everybody say that this is going to be a fucking awful, fiery mess. And we can maybe manifest some success on the flip side. You're right, Easy Green. So I apologise for calling you out. Yeah, sorry, I was going to say, I want it to be just ahead of me, so I think it needs to be... The way I've been doing it is, if I'm here, I want Duna to be here. So obviously we've just got to sit and wait. This is weeks and months we're waiting right now. Maybe, obviously, Kerbal doing Kerbin doing a full circle of the sun is a year. So yeah, if I'm here now, I want Duna to be about here. So we're just going to wait until we catch it up. I think there's probably a much better way of doing it, but this is what I seem to have had some success with, because then I can catch it like round here. But this is the difficult bit. This is the bit that gets confusing. So if you wanted to see the spicy parts, you've got plenty of time to go and have a bio break, as we used to call it in my for some reason, or whatever. Bit further. Let's see. There. Then I just go like that and catch it somewhere along this circle. Okay, you've been sat in this pod facing upwards for probably 10 months. Just getting your ship legs, you know what I mean? Okay, is the lander in there? Is everything safe? Is everything sorted? There's not going to be any surprises because of a staging malfunction halfway up that's going to cause absolute calamity, no? No. Tagslack, are you ready? You're the pilot for this mission. Alkarion, Mikey B, currently sat in the back, with all their faith in their orange pilot. This is the biggest mission I've ever done. Certainly feels like it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Say goodbye. Because you're committed now. You're not actually. Once you get to space, you are, though. Alkarion is currently not asleep. Mikey B looks terrified. Tagslack looks like he's having the time of his life. This thing should be out by default, this maneuver mode thing. Turning in now, 5k. Lovely, lovely. Gentle turns. Gentle, easy. Turning out to sea, because that's the best way to do it, I've discovered. Also means you land in water if you fuck something up. Not that I'm going to fuck something up, Tagslack. Actually, not that you're going to fuck something up as the person driving this chaos. May have turned a tiny bit easier, but we can get through it. Tiny bit early, should I say, but we're good, we're good, we're good. Now, we want no surprises. Getting a little bit hot on those boosters, but the fairing up top is holding. Good. Tiny bit of thrust. Fire lower engine, and quickly, because we're going to start fucking spinning. The best missions, ladies and gentlemen, just for the record, include a full front flip for no reason. And I will fight anyone that says otherwise. Shut up, Easy Green. Jesus, my heart was in my fucking throat for that, though, I will say. While I'm studying pretending to be confident. That was not the cleanest, but with a bit of luck, we're in space shortly. What does our apparatus look like? Do you know what? That could have been significantly worse. I'll take that. Tagslack, It was a bit gung-ho and a bit punk, but you managed it. Well played. Now I just need to coast to 150. We've still got a little bit of fuel to circularise and fuck around with, but not much. So my plan is, I hope everybody's alright with this, my plan is to do the driving parts off-stream. Does that make sense? If I can land today, I will get to Mindright, get to Tagslack, Scotty and Koala, whichever. But the bulk of the driving is going to take a fucking age. So I plan to do that off-stream, if that's alright. Because it will just be me just driving endlessly for about 2 hours of game time. And as much as I enjoy making exceptionally boring content on Twitch, that might be a bit far for me. Okay, we're going to warp now, we're going to circularise. Alright, so then it'll just be me grinding it out, basically. Which means I'm going to have not a lot of time for WoW this weekend, as I will be tall tale commendation hunting and endlessly driving in Kerbal. Let me just enter pro grid. At least sling it over in that direction. I'm going to leave the fairing on. I don't know why. I'm worried about the mechanics of that thing. Just multi-box it all. I'll show you how it's done. You did realise that the GM from Thingy's already in Discord. I let him in on the sly. And he's watching the stream right now. Ion Summer, welcome back. This game is Kerbal Space Program. It is as accurate as possible literal rocket science simulator. With little green men instead of humans. Right. How's it going, Ion? Welcome to the stream. So we've got 152149. That's not bad. So on this vessel here, I have 3 Kerbals. Tagslack, who's in the stream. Alkarion, who's in the stream. And Mike B. And they are all going now to another planet on a rescue mission. And they're taking a rover. And I am shitting it because it's difficult. Now, let me warn everybody. This is about to get boring. This bit specifically, on my way to Duna, is about to get, like I say, difficult because this is the bulk of this is the struggle. All the eggs in one basket, absolutely. The best thing I get to do in this game is smash everybody's Kerbals into stuff at high speeds and watch them lose all of their success. Sel, welcome to the stream. Enjoy space. I don't get to call you, what was it? A treacherous slimy or something like I did last time. Wait, now it's going to get boring. Sel, how are we? Ion Summer as well, welcome to the stream. Right, let me get myself out of the Kerbin system. Is that a big burn? I'm assuming it is. A 2-minute and 57 burn. Am I anywhere near that node yet? I aren't actually. I should probably start burning really quickly. In fact, now. Turn to the... Fuck it, let's start the burn. Balls to it. This is a 3-minute burn. I think. Why are we not... Okay, that explains why we're not. Sel, how are we? Ion, how are we? Right, next, I need to quickly decouple. Fire the next engine. Good, that was a little bit explosive, but we'll get over it. Okay, right, once we've left the Kerbin system, did Koala get her dragon? Yeah, that was this morning, right? Then this is the planet we're going to, Duna. It's not boring, it's a desperation burn. They all are. They're all desperation burns in this playthrough. Right, we wait now for 2 minutes while we burn out of the Kerbin system. I'm not going to actually hit the planet, am I? Because that's something that we do around here quite regularly, as much as it pains me to admit. Nope, we're good. Burning at Periapsis as well, which is good for the... birth effect. I'm also playing this blind with no tutorials, so there's been a lot of death. Not environment, so it's good for the environment. Burning the periapsis is good for the environment. It's not one of Eric's many periapses, by the way. Mikey, that's the creepiest thing you've ever said, despite, I'm sure, it not meaning to be. Is that face in Twitch as creepy as the one in Discord? The smile face. It's the smile with dead eyes that's the thing. They shouldn't make emotes that look like that. It's just... I put all these parts on separately. That's the relay that I put on, that's this, and it tries to, as close as it can anyway, obviously it can't be perfect, it tries to simulate proper physics. I can go creepier if you'd like. Pass. This game's excellent. I've always said it's possibly a game that shouldn't be on this stream, but I just make everybody cope with it every Friday because I love it so much. I exclusively use the emote for "you're in trouble now." Yeah. All of the connotations are negative, right? Or creepy in the extreme. I do not like that engine being in that staging. That seems foolish. 20, 19, 18, 17. Am I technically out of the system now? Okay, we're out. Good. I'm going to leave that as it is. And save. Now, I need to plot a maneuver that will somehow... Can I plot a maneuver here? I don't think it'll do anything of any value, but maybe worth a try. It will somehow get me a rendezvous with Duna. So obviously it's not Earth, Mars, etc, etc. Not that good, not that good. Where are you, Duna? Oh. I got one. Immediately! Right, I'm quick saving now. It's the best space game in the last decade, yes. It does murder one's PC, that's fair. Or it would a laptop, I'm assuming. 8 minutes of burn time. That's a big fucking burn. That's a really big burn. That's maybe too big. I don't know. See, if I could add a maneuver here, your Spud Pew would just melt. People do play it on lesser systems. Because it's a 2013 game at heart. What did I just do? But yeah, it definitely has the capacity to... See, that looks beautiful. It's a 5-minute burn as opposed to a fucking 8 or 7 or whatever. But I can't get anywhere near Duna behaving like this. Not even slightly, look. Alright, let's bring the burn time back a bit. Have I got the inclination? Yeah, inclination's fine. This is what really stretches the burn time out though, isn't it? I will get an encounter at some point, but it's not... I5. Probably. You'd have it just... The only thing that stresses it out as far as PCs are concerned, this game stresses out, sorry, is when you've got a ship that's built of like 1 million billion parts. And then again, it doesn't just completely blow up either, it just chugs a little bit. Lag got pretty bad with the updates on my last computer. Is that what pushed you to get a new one? Is it, like I say, is it just the more parts you get? God, when everybody used to first play this game, I think even now, like the top YouTubers and stuff, I think I read that they increase their frame rate on the playback just to make it watchable. So it's like fucking Benny Hill when it's playing, but it's just so it can be in a 60 frames per second. Okay, I feel like I've maybe wasted a little bit of time. I could do an 8-minute burn, because technically it's just to get... Because the idea is to get these fuckers just together, right? To be then rescued. So this just needs to get to orbit, but I have to work out how to make that possible. It needs to be ahead of me, doesn't it? Tell you what we'll do. We'll do what I do last time. I'll stop trying to be sweaty. We'll just get out of the system and try and get an orbit from outside. I think I'm not overthinking things, but I am trying to run before I can walk, if that makes sense. I think, anyway. Who knows? There's not long left, though, is there? There's marbles in half an hour. So I need to replace Bybeat's Kerbal and add tiny greener Kerbal. Need both ships together, right? There is only one ship. I just need to... I'm trying to get to Duna, and then I'm going to detach. Duna is the Mars-like planet. We've got loads of Kerbal stranded on it at the moment, so I'm detaching a rover that can go pick them all up and sit them in one place, then we can land the rescue vessel. But as it is, there is... you might not be able to see it, but there's a lander in here. A rover. See it, look? Sort of. It's hard to clip in, but you can see the wheels, you can see the chairs, you can see all the stuff. Has the cell just been chilling in space station for like a year? The space station got decommissioned and brought out of orbit, the cell, in March or April, so you're off that at least. You're at least free from that nightmare. Siddles! Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the host. I did it, Siddles. I built the moon rover, and now we're trying to take it to Duna. Oh, not the space station, the space centre. I see you, Cell. Yeah, the space centre. So if you've never been to space... So I was right in saying desperate. They're all desperation birds, but I won't be coming into space. I'll be landing... I'm going to be air braking on the way in, so there's not going to be no burning once we get to Duna. What is that? I keep flicking on something. Something keeps catching... Look. Am I getting a gravity assist from somewhere or other? Watch. There. That's curbing. Fuck off, curbing. Nobody cares. Yeah, no, yeah. I think you've just been sat at the Space Centre, Russell, just enjoying the amenities, shall we say? And why not? Okay, so that just brings me back to curbing. You say it's not impossible though. Stat plus one. There it is. 6-minute burn. That is significantly more efficient. Okay, so that's a 6-minute burn. So now if I set this as the target, how close am I to Duna with this? Could get that a little bit better. I just need to properly click the maneuver. Absolutely nailed it, Stubbler. What the fuck? So this is where I will be going past Duna, and obviously I want it to be really tight. So that's better. I'm going to say this, by the way, so it's not at my feet when something goes catastrophically wrong, but Siddle's actually signed off on this mission, so this is his fault.
Him trying to clip here and you're over here making Yorkshire sounds. Shut up.
Get fucking clipping, Siddles. Yorkshire sounds. Okay, I need to be really... It's going to get, like I say, this is a bit of a tedious process, but it'll be for the better. There's no way you haven't named a stream Rover, and I know, right? Apparently it's true. I searched for it. Sometimes when I come up with a stream title, I know it's new. But this one I thought, surely I've named it. And I thought maybe that Minmus car had a stream like this named after it. But it turns out there's never been a Doomhaus stream with this title before. fuel is premium, I take it. That's why you're trying to get the S, exactly. I mean, I'm not savvy with the perfect burn thing, you see, so I don't know how to get it right exactly. So currently, this is the best way that I can think of actually conserving fuel. That gets us to 109 over. So the way I'm doing it like this, look, is I'll be coming in from this angle, and I need to circularize, so it's a circularization burn here, which means that if I can I'm basically gravity assisting to get this curve as short as possible, so I have to do less work when I get to doing it. The more I have to explain what I'm doing in this game, I know people are understanding it fine, but the more I have to vocalize the bullshit that I've worked out throughout this playthrough, the more I lose confidence in the fact that I'm getting it right. Okay. So that maneuver is beautiful. Now I just need to perform it, I guess. So we're going to time warp up to the point where I set this maneuver going. We're an hour out as we speak. I'm flat out of electric charge, which would look bad were it not for the fact that I have some backup solar panels to fill up our solar energy array and live happily ever after. It could be worse, right? So my electric charge should be going up again. It is lovely, and we are turning to face. I'm using as much as I'm spending at the moment, but we're fine. Tiny Green's here. Hello? Tiny Green, welcome to the stream. Don't call out lurkers, Easy Green, goddamn. Breaks the one Doomhaus rule. Other than don't say the P word or use the reply feature. Right, what time have I got? There she is. Tiny Green, welcome to the stream. How are we this morning? 5 minute 56 second burn. This should, right, we're fine. Everybody relax. Everybody stop panicking. We've got 1,800 engines. We've got 40 minutes. I'm allowed to quick save at this point, by the way. Quick save and quick load just to make sure I nail this. And I might do because this mission requires some work. But I have to stop the stream in 15 minutes. Which is heartbreaking as we have just started the sweatiest part of the mission so far. Because we spent the last 3 hours testing this to make sure that I can land the lander. Which means that we're going to be starting next Friday's stream halfway through this brutal bullshit. I think calling your wife out is the one lurker that's allowed. No calling out lurkers, goddammit. Oh, right. So I've got a 5 minute and 56 seconds. What's half of 5 minutes and 56 seconds? 3 minutes for what it might as well be worth, right? So I'm going to do the burn at 3 minutes. Because it's more efficient to have the burn halfway. Start the burn halfway before the maneuver node. Because for some reason, I have concluded that that makes it better because you don't want to be drifting too far away from the maneuver node. But I don't know if that's true. No idea. Easy Green and Tiny Green docking and unlurking one another. Docking? Doxing, not docking. Jesus. Fucking Kerbal terms. Right, we are starting the burn. 5 minutes and 50 seconds of just sitting here and burning. Sothan, are you here, my love? Hello. We need you to tell us a story, because we've got 5 minutes to spare. Everybody sit around. Sothan's going to tell us a story. Even if he's too busy. He says shit, and then a swift rage. That must be the title. Paragraph 1's called, Yesterday I watched a bit of a movie which was fun. I feel like this story is going to be autobiographical, ladies and gents, so if you wanted to learn about Sothan, now's your chance. It's one of my all-time favourite movies called Chef. Oh, the one with the rat. I'm with you. Starring and directed by Jon Favreau. Are you saying Jon Favreau's egotistical enough to put himself in his own film, Sothan? I honestly don't know how stream markers work, Siddles. So good. Is that the one with Isaac Hayes? I nearly said, no, you're thinking of Shaft, but that was actually, ignore me. I highly recommend it to anyone looking for a movie. Ideally, they show up as a mark on the VOD. No, but I don't know how to make them. I think it's because I don't have the dashboard open during stream, so I don't know. I don't have the interface. Cheeky! Welcome to the stream and thank you for the host. Welcome in, everybody. Sothan's telling us a story as we do an extremely long burn. Oh, shit, the bed. Wait. Decouple. Good, I'm going to let that drift a little bit before I start burning. In fact, I'm going to turn the engine down slightly. Start the burn. Then engine all the way up. Goodbye, engine! Enjoy deep space. I'm sorry for littering. Sorry, Cheeky, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the host. Welcome everybody who's just coming over from Cheeky stream. I hope it was a good one. More Mafia 3, right? You didn't finish it, did you? So in a 6-hour stream, the two things I want to go back to and look at I can't find. Oof, you're going to have to scrub through 6 hours of Siddles. That is an unenviable task. Siddles. Then I went back to study, and I don't know how I would get through school without excellent YouTube professors. I can't imagine having that as a resource nowadays. Have a host then, because Raid was being a cunt. I appreciate it, Cheeky. Yeah, again, welcome everybody. Everybody make sure you're following Cheeky for more Mafia 3. Even if you finished it today, I'm sure he's going to be playing it again in the future, because he can't fucking help himself. Is that true or false, Cheeky? And rightly so. So you have the dashboard open, it's just a one-click. I might have the dashboard open in a different tab one day. I do have less mass, yeah, but it's going to lock the manoeuvre node. So once I get towards the end of this burn, I'm going to be fine-tuning it ion, so... yeah. You didn't give me a chance to make my own entrance. I'm usually too groggy to type in here myself, but not today. You ruined your big moment. The Titantron was going to go poof with all these fireworks, then it was just going to say tiny green, big lights, and in she was going to stroll. Spoilers. Our docking happens elsewhere. It will when we play Valheim, which is coming up. I'm super excited about that. Because all I've been doing now, this shows how behind I am on my podcast. I have been listening to podcasts from February when Valheim came out. And they're all bigging it up and saying that because you do actually beat that game. So the trajectory for this channel is trajectory. I'm just talking Kerbal terms now. I'm too close to it. So it's going to be Sea of Thieves, which is going to end very shortly, into Outer Wilds DLC, which is out now, into Half-Life 1 and 2 back-to-back, but Black Mesa, with the chop counter on, then Valheim, then Fallout 3. And it's going to be a big dick Skyrim scale playthrough of Fallout 3. And that's not a bad lineup. And of course, there's going to be a break at the end of this month to play Resident Evil 3 for Halloween as well. I'm kind of a YouTube professor aficionado at this point. Sothan's key at Black Mesa YOLO. I played Half-Life 1 a year ago. No, 18 months ago, 2 years or something like that. I've definitely played Half-Life 1 through again, but I'm going to be playing Black Mesa and then Half-Life 2 because I think the Black Mesa remake is amazing. Amazing. YOLO, welcome to the stream. Good afternoon. You've got one more region to do, but you're close to finishing it. Isn't it, right, YOLO? So I'll be playing it with the chop counter on as well, so instead of marbles at the end of every stream, you have to make a prediction either an hour before or an hour into the stream of how many times I'm going to die. And my job is to die as few times as possible, so that's how you gain points. And it's going to be in Black Mesa. Right, I need to get to the Duna. Focus it really quickly because I'm coming in. Chop Counter's making a comeback, Sothan, and it's making a comeback for Half-Life 1 and 2 that I'm playing back to back. And Barbie, My Horse and Me too, as well as Cellular. OG point gathering, it's true, cheek. I've been wanting a game to bring back the Chop Counter for ages, but couldn't think of one. So I thought, why not go back to the source? Where is my... Oh! Oh, God. I'm not in a crash course, so I can quick save and quick load if I need to. Yes, and Physics Friday is going to go from Kerbal to a game called Teardown, which is it's a physics-based heist game, and it's tippy-top. But Bybee has demanded one stream of Under the Sand, if you remember that awful game once Kerbal's finally finished. Bybee, that promise is still on the table. Oh, they're in highlighters rather than in the VOD, I see, Siddles. Okay, I've got 8 minutes. What I might try and do is time warp up to Duna and get Orbit, and then we can start... Oh, fuck. We can start the next stream. Why is that so difficult? Lethal would be a great name for this. Lethal Space Program. It really would. I want to get this. I really wish there was another hour of the stream left, but I ain't got time because we've got marbles to get to. Right. I'm going to have to do this hyper quickly. Ready? That's it. I'm not going any further than that. That's as close as I'm willing to get. Now, we are going to time warp a very long time.
It's just a jump to the left.
No, I refuse to sing the rest of these lyrics. I'll leave that to you as well. Thank you for the bits. One thing about Mafia 3, the time doesn't really feel grindy.
Exclamation mark hop.
I'm not hopping. I've not even landed yet, Santa. Santa, welcome to the stream. We're coming to fucking rescue you in our own car.
And then a step to the right.
One thing about Mafia 3, this time it doesn't feel grindy at all. The first time it felt grindy, even if I liked it. No idea what's different this time. I wonder, maybe it's a mentality thing going in, do you know what I mean?
With your hands on your hips.
I'm just going to be quiet now and let these sing the rest of the song in. As always, I've always thought the stream doesn't need me.
And bring your knees in tight.
Here we come, here we come, here we come. Ooh, I've got 6 minutes to gain orbit around Duna. We've got a lot of fuel left. Jesus, the start of next week's stream is this. Turn to retrograde. I'm out of... I don't like being on the dark side of the planet for this, I will say. Maybe I do things in a different order, so breaking it up a bit. Yeah, there is a bit of that. I'm a person who does many a second playthrough of games, and I almost exclusively, find the second playthrough better than the first. Because I know how to structure it.
But it's the pelvic thrust.
That's not a lyric, is it? Do you know what I mean? Because you know how to... You know how to structure the playthrough, right? You know what to do, and you know what to focus on, and how to spread it out a little bit. That's why there's value in replaying. Because if I'd never played Sea of Thieves before, this Sea of Thieves playthrough would have been a mess.
Until it drives you in shame.
In shame? Oh, we've got a double.
That really drives you insane.
Mikey, Mindright, Estelle, Siddle, Sothan, Santa, thank you all for the bits. You've messed up the musical timing now. Oh, fuck it, keep going, press through. Show must go
Let's
on.
do the time warp again.
You've discovered a glitch that you've abused. What, you mean the first time or this time? Is that the A's that you want to extend? Or the E's? It's the A's that you want to extend, I see. Tenacious D have done a cover of this. Why? Siri really doesn't sing so well, he doesn't, does he? He's a bit dry, his dearest Siri. Oh, I really want to do the descent now. Can I do the descent before we finish the stream? Can I stretch out stream races? Fuel gauge is here, look. Ion. Please do the descent. I kind of want to. I want it on the surface of the planet. Ready for the drive.
Pelvic thrust.
This is an issue. Get rid of that. Fuck that off. Put that up there somewhere. Still get confused when he calls Siri he. It's a he here, but American Siri's female, right? Boys and girls, I'm going to stretch out the stream time a little bit because I want to get this lander landed for my sins. But I've just realised there's a wrinkle to this. I don't want to rush it. So what I'm going to do is, we're sending the engineer on the lander, right? That was the plan. Okay. We are in position. I'm saving now. In fact, I'm hard saving now. I can't load quick saves either, so I've got one chance. Boys and girls, we're extending the stream time out a little bit just so I can get this thing landed. Who's the engineer? Alkarion, are you okay to be the one that lands this vessel? Are you confident? It's time to deploy the heat shield. I think we send the engineer just in case we have to repack chutes, right? Mikey's the scientist, but if this goes right, there's going to be scientists and shit all over this vessel. Alkarion, it's time. Boys and girls, if I missed chat, I apologise, but this is about to get spicy. Sure, what's the worst that can happen? Grisly death. Board the Rover. Okay, I need to focus like I've never focused before. Marbles is being extended out. We might nix stream races if this lasts a bit too long, if that's alright. One money pile kept respawning when I drove away from it a bit, so I kept going back. It's a good thing because there was an achievement that's broken and the glitch made it easier to get. Well, so you had infinite money. This is about to get spicy as Stubbler's code for somebody is about to die. Very true. Right, it's happening. Alkarion? Is now officially on a crash course. Tagslack?
At Alkarion7, if you're saving me, wake up.
I need to stay away from this vessel, don't I? Tagslack needs to be put back on Tagslack needs to be turned back to prograde, but I need to think of a way to do this without. I don't want to crash into Alkarion, so I need to go radial out, maybe.
I don't think he'll be bored.
Yeah, that's true. That's a great endorsement. If this goes right, there will be shit all over this vessel. Yeah, that's true. Right, I'm just going to increase Tagslack's inclination slightly to get the mothership away from the lander. Now, if I turn to prograde, I won't bump into them, right? Fucking hell, I'm so nervous. Attack Slack. Attack Slack has now saved himself. Attack Slack is safe and fine. Now I should be able to switch back to Alkarion and the real dangerous work begins. Now, Alkarion, extend the solar panels. Good work. Now, I need to have the parachute deck in a completely different location to everything else. Good. We are approaching Alkarion. Turn to face. Asked Siri what gender she had in different parts of the world, and her answer was none, like a cacti and some fish species. Is that what she said? Until you took over that racket in the achievement, you need to have 500k. It's not bad otherwise, but the counter is broken. It resets whenever you first restart the game. I guess if it's busted, then you shouldn't feel guilty. Pretty good. Right, if you're just joining for marbles, there is a rather tense mission going on right now as we try and land the rover on Duna's surface. I'm riding an open cockpit lander into the atmosphere. Statpus has already done this once today. It is possible, Alkarion. Oh, shit. There's no loading quick saves from this point, so... Statpus did it on Kerbin. And on Kerbin, there's a thicker and hotter and more dangerous atmosphere. So Statpus did a harder version of this earlier. Well, let Statpus do it. Yeah, she did it. She did a harder version. Alright, it's happening. Alkarion. The risk of getting everybody to sing, we are approaching now. We've got full electric charge. I have to land the lander somewhere. Hopefully. Not in... Are you shitting me? Ike is giving us a big fucking shadow right now. Ike, where are you? Piss off with your eclipse bullshit, please. Now, it's time to inflate the heat shield. Ike is throwing that shade, isn't it, just... I can't land on a slope or anything. Again, if you're joining for marbles, we're extending the stream out a tiny bit. Because as you can see, shit's about to kick off. If I can land this rover without smashing any pieces off on Duna, I will be the happiest I've ever been. If I land in this gully, that would also be very good. But I think I'm going to land on this cliffside, right? We are about to hit the atmosphere now. We are nearly landing. There's Mind, right? And there's Koala and whoever the other one is. Koala and Scotty. I can't close them at this point. I needed them open, but... Oh, you can retract the solar panels. Yes, you can. I think... Yeah, what? I had it in my head that you couldn't retract them. Yeah, good shit. So the solar panels can't snap off anymore, right? I very much need to retract... No, I need to pop the chute before I get rid of the heat shield. It's imperative. Because I need to be going so slow that when I drop the heat shield, it just goes... and hits the surface. The heat shield should slow us down. It already has slowed us down to the point where the chute can be popped. But I want us to get as slow as possible as we reverse in. Electric charge is fine. We've got a big battery. Is that a drogue chute? It is, yeah. Do they need... I don't know how any of them work. I don't know. I could ramp the altitude... No, I don't want to fuck about with anything, basically. We're slowing down considerable amount. I'm going to pop the chutes. Popping the chutes in 3, 2, 1. They should now be engaged, but they won't burst for a second. Harry, welcome back. This is the in-game music. I'm worried that the chutes aren't engaged, but I think they might be. Let me see if I can ramp this up. Why am I turning? I can't manually force the chutes to open yet. I hope you crash and die, and I dare say I'm not the anyone with that sentiment. It's possible, Harry, it's possible. These are all armed, aren't they? Yes, they're armed. So hopefully the chutes should pop shortly. If the chutes pop, I'm confident. But I still think I'll have a lot of vertical speed that I need to burn off. But I might save this thing, just in case I need something to bounce off. Why are the chutes not popping? Oh, drug chutes popped. 120 meters per second. The chutes, yeah, I think it's about minimum altitude, right? This heat shield's heavy, so once the chutes have all opened and caught the wind, then I'm going to eventually drop the heat shield. But I want more than just that parachute to open. My fingers are like ice. I'm so nervous. I also need to adjust my wheels to hit the incline properly, right? We are so close as well. We're only 39 miles away. Can we have the other chutes out, please, game? The other chutes will be 1,000. Okay. I have faith in your plan, mate. You got this. I just want the chutes to open. Then I need to press W. If them chutes open, I'm jettisoning the heat shield. Heat shield is jettisoned. I don't want to land on it either, do I? That's a problem. Because if I land on it, it might... Although it might blow up. Because if I land on it, it might fuck up how the... Please just blow up into a million billion pieces. Because I'm landing straight on top of it, aren't I? Has it gone? Good. We're still fine. Next, I need to drop this off so this thing explodes as well. Although, can I? I should be fine, actually. We should be alright. Where's the hill? So the hills... This is quite flat up here, actually. And then off-stream, boys and girls, I'm going to drive around and pick everybody up. Because it's going to take hours, and if I land... Watch him crush the survivors with that dropped heat shield. Imagine. So what this is I need to pick up all of the stranded survivors on this and get them all into one place so one rescue mission can collect them. We've got a long descent yet. Let me just put it to... I've got 375 meters to go. Do I get rid of this thing now? I think I can, and I probably should. Is it that decoupler? There we go. That slung that away, so I don't have to worry about that. That was actually brilliant. I'm going to say that was kind of fucking cool that we slingshotted that away. That's good. Good.
By Big Bum.
A cell, if you're leaving, have a good shift, unless you're talking about getting rid of that big bum. Of course you got a week off, what am I talking about? Ignore me. I'm acting mostly out of blind panic at this point. Our big bum is gone, it's true. Now I need to not damage the reaction wheel when I land, so I need to time this right. You have a parachute on the other end. No, we're going to land like this, so I'm going to hit wheels first, Alkarion. There's a plan to this. It could still go wrong, and if it does, I'll be absolutely mortified, but we're hopefully fine. 56 metres to go. Here he comes. Here we go. Pulling it off now.
Exclamation mark hop. Exclamation mark boost.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, off stream I shall be using this rover to pick up everybody and then bring them all to one place ready for the big rescue mission. Holy fucking shit, I am impressed with that. That was cool. We had an idea before the stream. We tested it for 2 hours. We set off and actually nailed it in a single 3-hour stream, and all of a sudden we have ended in probably the most optimistic position that we've had during this entire playthrough. Boys and girls, and everybody that helped me brainstorm and test our way through this stream, good shit. Good shit. I'll carry on, well played. Right, before we go and start marbles, that means that Alcarion definitely gets himself a successful mission. The plan was just to get into orbit for Tag Slack, another successful mission for Tag Slack. He's up to 6 for the playthrough. GG Tag Slack. And finally, Mikey B gets his next successful mission. Mikey, have you got no successful missions in the history of Kerbal? Jesus, Mikey. 2. Oh yeah, you're there. Yeah, I see you. Good spot. Mikey B, you are up to 3. So currently, as it stands, if the playthrough finished right now, Scotty and Mindright would both get 5 Doomhaus points. Mina would get 3 and Eric would get 1. And I'll give Tiny Green a Kerbal and replace Bybeat's dead one, who died in the service of good science earlier in the stream. I'll be doing that between now and next week. But for now, let me save it again, because I'm terrified. Unfortunately, the end has come at an inopportune time, but goddamn was that a beautiful ending. Well tested. Right. I don't want to turn it off for once, but I'm going to have to, because that is going to do it for today's stream, boys and girls. Thank you all for joining me. That's going to be it for Kerbal until next Friday. Whew. But for now, it's time for a little blast on a game we all call Marbles on Stream. Right, the Doomhaus Discord, as you all know, is split between those who have orange names and those who have green names. The greens and the oranges compete against each other at the end of every stream to determine who is the winner. SLA is the saddest thing I've ever read. What is? Oh, it reminds you of the Mars rover that sings Happy Birthday to... I know, it's Curiosity, right? Ooh. Who else is it going to sing Happy Birthday to? Can you imagine if you got a gust of wind there at the landing? Yeah, and it just went and flipped it upside down. Right, boys and girls, if you would like to compete for today's marbles, you need to say the password in chat. You need to, of course, be in the Doomhaus Discord because you need to know which fucking team you fight for. You can't fight for no team, right? But for now, it's time to say the password, pick the marbles, and get on with it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like a marble, you must simply say the password, and the password is... victory. Watch you. Why have you left Discord again, Siddles? Typical Siddles. YOLO at YOLOing, yo-yoing in and out. Right, boys and girls. Of course you have to be in the Doomhaus Discord. Otherwise, you can't compete. But for now, anyway, let me just stop fucking about and get on with this, because we've got stream races after this as well, ladies and gentlemen, to win your team another point, or potentially make me win you a point. But for now, who do we have? I'm going to say... Kerbal streams are slightly quieter. I'm going to go fucking 17. We have Surthan for the greens, Siddles for the oranges, Tag Slap for the oranges, Mikey B for the greens, Mina for the oranges, YOLO for the oranges, Cheeky for the oranges, Acel for the oranges, Bybeat for the oranges, Statpuss for the greens, Mindright for the oranges, Lundios, welcome to the stream, for the greens, Harry for the greens, Easy Green for the greens. We can get you in, Ion, if you're in the Discord. Tiny Green for the greens. Cats, welcome to the stream, for the greens. Santa for the greens. Alkarion for the oranges. Have we got a whitey? We do. Ion Summer's in, and Ion Summer is A. Please, please. Ion Summer is on the right team. Team Orange. Fucking hell, we needed that. After Tiny Green went green, I thought we were never going to get another orange again, but he's on the correct team. He's an orange. Look at the oranges celebrating as well. Right, 19 marbles into the race. If you would like to pick a level, pick a number between 1 and 10 and write it in the chat now. And you'll pick the level. Go. So that says 3. 1, 2, 3 presses of the random button. If you win this, you get the Person of the Century of the Day title and a golden name in Discord for the weekend. Shattered Dreams is the name of the level. Surthan, you better have picked as a winner. We have Surthan, Siddles, Tagslack, Mikey, Mina, YOLO, Cheeky, Acel, Bybeat, Statplus, Mindright, Lundios, Harry, Easy Green, Tiny Green, Cat, Santa, Alkarion, and Ion. 3, 2, 1. Right, we're going to do 1 race of marbles and 3 races of stream races. And then we're going to look forward to next weekend. Right, PJ's the record holder on the level Shattered Dreams. 1 minute 51 is the record, and we go in 3, 2, 1, go. You know, this level looks a bit chaotic. Also, the music's a bit loud. It's a very confusing place, but a nice place. A nice place. Ion Summer on his, I'm assuming, first ever race is immediately in 4th place as Siddles gets the overtake before he even gets a chance to fucking celebrate. However, Easy Green is up here on his own. I just realised this is incredibly loud. Let me turn it down a smidge. Easy Green is absolutely flying around in the lead. Tiny Green is in 2nd place as Cats tries to take 3rd. Can Cheeky actually manage to stick the landing? Can he get this done? He can. Easy Green first. Ion for the oranges. He's here to make fucking waves. But unfortunately, he gets hit immediately in the spinner. Easy green in second place for the green. I can't not call it out. I know some people believe in jinxing, but I have to say it. Fuck. Sorry, cheeky. Right, immediately YOLO for the oranges takes second place as Harry is in the lead for the greens. Lundios takes a big chop in the background as he falls off the level, but Harry does get chopped. Can YOLO stay on the level to take first place for the oranges? He can, but Easy Green and is chasing. Siddles goes clean over the side, as does Cheeky. Easy Green and Statpuss are approaching YOLO for the greens. You're going to have to do this quickly. We need a good run through this bullshit. That's good, that's good. He's past the first obstacle. He's past the second. He's past the third. He's past... YOLO for the oranges takes person of the century of the day, and the oranges get another point on the way to not winning 2021. Look at this. This is... We've already stopped the green sweep of this week. Somebody got absolutely in the background there. The oranges go up to 1-3-3, and just like that, where's YOLO's name? Where is he? Say something, YOLO. I can't see your name. Where the fuck's YOLO? What's his name? There he is. Got him. Thank you, YOLO. YOLO is now person of the century of the day with a golden name in Discord. Look at that. Beautiful. Chaz, the crown is coming off your head because you no longer deserve it. And with that done, we've got one thing left to do. And that is a little bit of stream races, ladies and gents. Who's holding up stream races? Tiny Green. We've got places to be. You know what I mean? 3 DNFs for the week. That's about average. Was it you that went up into the atmosphere? That was a close one. Yeah, it was. YOLO, well played. That is person of the century of the day and a golden name and an orange point to stop the green tide. Good shit. The scores currently stand at 218 to 133, so we've got a little bit of catching up to do before New Year. And the way we do it is by winning the final act of the week, 3 quick races in 1 stream races. If you've never played stream races before, it's the same as marbles. You just have to type the word race in the chat when I tell you. You'll get a vehicle, and the car will do the rest. Although you can help it a little bit by typing !boost in the chat. Also 10 bits. And the words exclamation. Look at everybody already. Tagslack's in, Bybeat's in, Easy Green's in, YOLO's in. Type race in the chat. No, go, go, go. Acel's in, Tiny Green's in. Cats is in. Siddles is in. This is a best of 3, ladies and gentlemen. If the greens win the first 2, then the greens get a point. If the oranges win 2, the oranges get a point. However, if the greens completely smash the first race... Wait, why is it Ion Summer /S? Santa's in, Eric's in, Lundios, Alkarion, Cheeky, Ion, Mina, Mikey, Siddles, Cats, Tiny Green, Acel, YOLO, Easy Green, Bybeat and Tagslack. Right, the way we film this is we look at the front and face backwards. If you want to time your boosts perfectly, you better not be in the lead. Simple as that. Right, good luck everyone, good luck oranges. Don't forget there is the new caveat where if it goes to the 3rd race, the Stubbler round is begun, and if I win, we get a point. Lundios is in the lead early for the greens. Mina's trying to take over for the oranges, but she's struggling at the back. Bybeat spins out after, I think, being PvP. This is very orange. Lundios for the greens. There's only oranges behind him right now. He's trying to duck and weave, but Mina might get the overtake if he doesn't stay on the road. Mina is desperate to get hold of him, but Lundios for the greens is holding him off. A boom comes in from Santa, and up goes YOLO in 4th place.
Exclamation mark boom.
That was tactical. That took an orange out of the race, but Siddles is in 3rd, and Lundios is currently holding on. Mina just can't get the overtake on YOLO. A big boom comes in from Alkarion. It's chaos. As Mina stuck the landing. Mina fell off the track but managed to get ahead of Lundios, and Mina is in the lead. Alkarion goes for the big boom, but it manages to avoid all of the front people, and Mina for the orange is clean in the lead. Can she hold on to it? There's a lot of track behind as Santa is now in 2nd. YOLO gets ahead of Santa. YOLO for the oranges, Santa for the greens, Acel for the greens, but oranges, but Lundios is chasing for the greens. Mina fucks up her jump a little bit, but does actually land on the track. She could make a good jump with this. She did, well played. Santa's in the air, he might stick the landing. A boom comes in from Santa and he takes out his green teammate, Cats.
Exclamation mark boom.
It was never a threat. This is the worst thing that could have happened. Mina has been coned, and Santa is approaching at speed. But Santa has also been coned. Can Estelle manage to get through that bullshit without coning herself as well? Mikey goes for some speed record in the distance. Santa's got away from his cone. This is bad. Mina, this is bad. Santa's approaching. YOLO, Estelle killed Santa. That was bad. Santa's flipped onto his roof. Santa's fucked it, but Mina's taken out YOLO to orange on orange violence, allowing Santa to get the boosts he needed and take the fucking victory right at the death. Mina finally managed to get rid of the cone. Damn it.
Exclamation mark boom.
Mina finally managed to get rid of the cone, and just at the death, YOLO went to get the overtake and just poleaxed Mina at the death, allowing Santa just to stay on the track in time and get the victory. Fuck me, that was tense. Whew, Santa, thank you for the boom. I think it got cats again.
Doomhaus.
Fuck you, Santa. Jesus. Come on, oranges, we need to win the next 2 to get the point back. Tiny green goes into orbit right there. That was a good jump. Right, next race of 3, it's green 1, orange 0. If the greens win the next one, then it goes to the Stubbler round. But the oranges should be winning it. Type race in the chat now. Go. Alcarion's in, YOLO's in, Lundios in, Santa in, Mina in, Statbus in, Tagslack, Ion, Estelle in. Mikey's in. Timer starts now. Bybee, Cats, Tiny Green, all in. Cheeky, Siddles. Fuck me, this has been a hell of a stream. Mindright's in, Easy Green's in. My fingers went like ice during that landing. I think I panicked all the blood out of my system. Golf, by the way, I should be joining you for. I don't know whether I'll have my mic on, but I should be there. In 2 hours and 30 minutes, green versus orange golf with your friends. I should be able to turn my mic on after. Anyway, ignore me. It's time for the second race. We need a big orange right here. Big orange win. And Tagslack with an early boost gets himself clean in the lead. There's a lot of boosts coming in. Santa with a big boom for 10 bits sends Siddles out of the race. I think Statpus went for a boost as she was just trying to get on the track right there, and she has gone up and over the hill and smashed into the side of the stanchion. But Tagslack currently has the lead. Bybee looks to be in second place for the oranges. Mina in third for the oranges. YOLO in fourth for the oranges. Estelle in fifth for the oranges. Cheeky in sixth for the oranges. And our lead car right now is Bybee. Look how orange this is. Santa is the highest. I think Santa's in 8th, and he's the highest placed green at the moment. Oranges, if you're going to fuck this up, you're going to have to do something catastrophic. A boom comes in from Santa and he hits another green.
Exclamation mark boom.
Santa is chopping greens left and right. Bybee got a lot of speed going over that ramp then, and she has skied it. But Mina just about manages to hold on. I think if Mina gets on her wheel, she's good. Tagslack pushes Estelle around just neatly. And I think Tagslack might have just saved the oranges the lead. Technically, Bybee is still in the lead according to this, but I think we can all agree it's Tagslack, as Tagslack is in the lead. Statplus, Mikey, Cats are all approaching behind, but Tagslack holds on to the number 1 spot as we speak. Effortlessly shrugs off the tyres. Mina second, Bybee third. Siddles! Siddles takes out Tagslack. This is bad. Bybee's coned as well. Estelle, it might be up to you. Bybee, can Estelle help Bybee get rid of the cones? Just about, but Estelle has taken first place. Mikey is approaching. Tagslack's back on his wheels. Estelle struggling with the tyres. Mina, I don't know if you saw that, but Mina perfectly pushed Bybee around the tyres then, so Bybee could keep her momentum. Tagslack hits a fuckload of tyres right here. Ah, that's bad. Estelle's approaching as well. Can Tagslack get clear of these tyres? This is bad. Statpus is approaching for the greens. The greens are catching up. Cheeky goes for Santa goes for a boom and it hits Cheeky. Estelle got through. Estelle got through. Estelle, good work. I think she got a respawn and it saved her. Tagslack gets his respawn as well. Estelle for the oranges first place. Tagslack for the oranges second. Statpus is third though. That was a bit of an issue there. Estelle's gone skied it. If Statpus nails that turn, we're in trouble. Estelle, we need you back on the track as soon as possible. Good work, good work, good work. Start turning left to Cell. This is good, this is good. Cell's back. It's all fine, it's all fine. Tagslack's clearing out some of the tyres for you, but Cell's coned herself. No! Santa's approaching. Mina's here. Cheeky's here. Santa's the... Oh shit, Statpus has got a respawn. Look at Tagslack clearing the tyres for a Cell there. Did you see that? Now that is orange fucking teamwork right there. And just like that, it might be that the oranges take the second race. I've never seen a more synchronised orange performance. That was expertly done.
Exclamation mark boom.
F1 car master race again. It's true. The F1 cars had a hell of a buff. Right. Tagslack wins the second race again. It's one apiece. It all comes down to the final race. The final team point goes to the winner of the next round. Come on, oranges. This has been a hell of an orange performance, I must say. There were certain parts there where, like, Bybee was approaching the tyres and Mina just clipped the back of her car and she went all the way around and it was expertly done. And then Acel having the tyre at the end and Tagslack just knocking it off so that Acel could get back on that. Whoa. Gotta love being orange, right? Bybeat's in, YOLO's in, Alcarion's in, Acel's in. Type race. Tagslack's in, Ion in, Lundios in, Santa, Tiny Green, all in. 10 has been reached, the timer has started, Siddles is in, Mikey's in, you've got 30 seconds. Easy Green, Chaz, welcome back, Cat's in. Look at the oranges all massing, Green's massing again. God damn. Cheeky in, Eric in, Mindright in. Go on, big orange win. If the oranges can win stream races and marbles and Alcarion pulled off that landing on Duna, then it has been a good day indeed for the Doomhaus. Siddles, have a good one. Are you streaming after Siddles in 30 minutes? I think he is actually. Everybody follow Siddles. He'll be streaming Guitar Hero or whatever it is in 30 minutes. Siddles, fuck off and go eat. Early doors. Chaz has taken the lead. A boom comes in from Santa and the orange Ion goes.
Exclamation mark boom.
Right up in the air. Chaz takes the lead. Acel again. Acel's been demonic in this stream race. She's in the front pack at all times. Acel does, however, stop Mikey B from taking the lead. This is looking bad as Easy Green for the Greens gets an early advantage. Here's Mikey B in the Formula 1 car. He said he didn't like this car, so he's switching back to the bus. And here he is, extending his lead out almost indefinitely. Fuck, we need to sell back on the track. Balls had to catch an escaping cat and miss the sign up. I mean, one less green is, we're alright with it, I'm sure. Stat plus. Who's approaching? This is going to get tense. Who's going to get back on the track in time? Mikey does get his restart. We need a hell of a performance from the oranges to catch up. Easy Green's got coned. Everybody's struggling with the tyres. Siddles gets... None of these are orange. This is so green. Mikey B hits tyres, but I would be flabbergasted if anything stops him. Santa in the race car just goes straight through and there's not a sign of a cone in sight. Can he hold on to this lead? It remains to be seen. Is anybody going to challenge him? A big boom comes in from Alcarion. Does it fuck Santa? It does, twice.
Exclamation mark boom, all greens.
Santa is... Yeah, I think it did. Santa is up. No, it does start plus, I believe. That's a good point, actually. I'm not sure. If Santa can't nail this, then Eric might take second place. Santa's good. Santa's back on the track. Eric is approaching for second. He's got tyres, but he's managed to get rid of it from what I just saw. Santa, I don't know how much of the level there is left, but Santa is currently dominating and in the lead. I'd be very surprised if there was much more left. Thank you for the big bits, everybody. Alcarion, I appreciate the big bits. A big boom comes in from Statpus and proves the theory correct.
Exclamation mark boom.
And Santa goes flying up in the air. Can we have an orange get the overtake while Santa's distracted? Thank you, Statpus. Thank you, Alcarion. Another big boom comes in from Alcarion.
Exclamation mark boom.
But we just can't get Santa. I have a feeling the end of the level is approaching. Ooh. Bybee and Acel are trying some stunts in the background, but it's not to be. Another big boom comes in from Alcarion, but Santa survives it. Does Santa get the victory? I think the ending might be a close, ladies and gents.
Exclamation mark
Jesus,
boom.
this was a dominating performance from Santa. Look at him, clean over all the obstacles. He's mostly been helped by the booms he is. There can't be much more level left. Look at this for a lead. Bybeat in second place. Can't even hold a candle to this. And there it is. You know what, Oranges? It was a good fucking comeback. We nearly got there. But the Oranges take marbles and the Greens take the Stream Racers point. Unlucky. Thank you all for the massive booms, by the way. The bits are silly during Stream Racers, and I appreciate it more than you know. But that is going to do it as the Greens finish the week on 219 points to the Orange 133. An enormous boost at the end to fuck everybody over behind him. Santa, just for the sake of fucking chaos, decides to screw over everybody behind. Santa, thank you for the massive bits. It was fixed, it's true. Bybeat takes second place for the Oranges, a valiant effort. Eric third, Lundios fourth, and Mikey in fifth. There's our final race, boys and girls. Final act of the week. Thank you, Santa, for the big bits. Whew. What a stream, though. Acel, what is this? Acel, Eric, are you colonising this area for Canada, or what is this? Do they not have physics in Canada? What the hell's Alcarion driving? Got a new car. God damn it. Look at these two sweat lords up here. What is this? Disgusting. Who the fuck was that? Mindrake with the big stunts. Look like coming second to Santa. Santa, well played. That is it. Right, the Greens take 2 races in Stream Races. The Oranges take marbles, which means that as the music stops rather unceremoniously, Kerbal is done for today. What a stream. We had a stupid idea at the start to build a Rover, and we tested it like crazy. Bybeat died in the effort, Statpus was the successful tester, and then Tagslack, Alcarion and Mikey fucked off to Duna, got it in orbit, and Alcarion deftly landed it on the surface. Now, in between streams, I will be collecting everybody up in the new vehicle, and we will be taking it to a safe space for a lander to come and pick them up. It might actually happen. I enjoyed not talking and lurking. Lurking master race. Anyway, but I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all for joining me. Kerbal returns next Friday. Sea of Thieves Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday as always until that finishes. Then we're going into Outer Wilds DLC. Then we're going into Half-Life with the chop counter on. Then we're going into Valheim. Then we're going into the Big Bum playthrough of Fallout 3 to end all playthroughs. But I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all for the monstrous bits during Stream Races. You are as generous as ever. If you're staying on the platform, keep an eye out for Alcarion, who is live right now. I can't raid, but I will get back to it shortly. But Chaz, Lundios, Ion, Easy Green, Alcarion, Eric, Mina, Acel, Bybeat, Santa, Tiny Green, Statpus, and everybody else that I can't see on my screen right now. Thank you all for the bits. I love you all. Welcome to all the new followers. Thank you for the hosts, thank you for the raids, and thank you for the support all week. I will see you all in golf in 2 hours and 30 minutes if you are choosing to do that. Sorry for going slightly long, but Eric, do you have us a final word so we can get out of here and celebrate what has been a successful stream? Also, congratulations to Ion for getting the correct colour. That might be Eric's final word. Okay, Eric's final word is this. I really want to say bye, Stubbler. I really do.
Shite stream as usual.
Cheeky, thank you for the final words. The final words are these. Bye, Stubbler.